All right, we are live here. I need to change my avatar. We are
Truth be
live here
told,
with Truth Be Told. Truth Be Told, back again. Today we are on a Wednesday due to technical difficulties, but we are back. If you are watching this, please like and subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, like the
Please,
chat.
please
Like it.
like the show.
Like it. But all right, Carson, go ahead and tell us what you were saying.
What I was saying was I was at work the other day and a gentleman approached me on a philosophical type of deal because I was talking about, my medicine bag show and truth be told. And I was telling him, hey, this is how I'm gonna get a million eventually one day. They hit me with this, the guy hit me, well, would you put a dress on in order to be a millionaire, be in movies? I was like, look, I'm a father, I'm a brother.
Hey, your
Eventually one day I'll
background
be a
loud as
husband.
hell, bro.
Eventually, I'll be a husband one day. So how can I be any of those in this world and people look at me the same if I put a dress on? Then I even hit him on the
Carson, Carson,
philosophical
hold
way
on.
of.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry. What's that in the
What's
background?
going on in your background, man?
Yo, I'm out and about ordering something. I'm picking something up. Here, let me go somewhere else so you don't hear that beeping so
Dang,
much.
man.
All right. Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, what's up?
So I was like, how can they view me with respect or honor if I put a dress on? That's like, to me, in our community, number one, if you ever watched the video about 20, 25 years ago, it was a damn shame. And they prophesied about times like this would happen in the black community as far as stars. They would be putting black males with dresses on to feminize us. I feel like I couldn't do it because then people would dehumanize you, or not dehumanize, but demasculate you. That's the word I'm looking for. And that's very prevalent nowadays. And I even hit
All
him off
right.
this. Go
Let
ahead.
me ask
Go
you
ahead.
this. You got $10 million on the line. This is generational money, right?
Right.
You gotta choose between putting on the dress and doing a gay scene. Now
Oh,
think
heck.
about hold on. Think about Chris Tucker when he was in Fifth Element. You know what I mean? My man was definitely feminine in there, but he got a bag off of it. He was still messing with the ladies in there. You know what I mean? His character was kind of feminine though. Are you gonna pass up the 10 mil, or are you gonna choose between the dress and kissing the man? Which one are
Nah,
you gonna
man.
do?
Like at the end of the day, there's so many different ways nowadays to make this money.
No, I'm talking
Nowadays,
about
but
it ain't
back
guaranteed
then,
though, right? I'm talking
no,
about right
because
now. It ain't guaranteed. You got it right in front of your face.
no, because at the end of the day, to me, it's just another temptation of bringing down who you are because you can't buy certain things, respect, loyalty, and honor. You can't buy those things. And at the
You
end of the
can't.
day,
You
you
can't.
gotta
But a dress one time, putting on a dress one time, and
know
your kids ain't
forever.
never. I know, but
Hey,
look,
remember,
but your kids ain't never got to worry about nothing.
that's not about that. You're supposed to work sometimes and work it out. I don't know. To me, I'm feeling like no, I couldn't do it because that opportunity may pass up, but who's to say you don't got other opportunities that's bigger and better? Look at Cat Williams. He never put a dress on, and look, he got bags on bags on bags. You know what
Well,
I mean? There's
I
other
think that
ways of doing it.
if a dress was offered to Cat Williams, shout out to Cat. If a dress was offered to Cat Williams when he didn't have no money, he would have put on a motherfucking dress. See, once you already got the money, look at my brother. He did Big Mama House Part Two. He was in Lottery Ticket. What's his name? He became a Hebrew Israelite. Uh, what's his name, Doug?
uh, uh,
He played in Percy Jackson, and he was that
uh,
little
uh,
goat.
he's about he got dreads and stuff now. Young dude, he younger than us. Uh,
I don't
uh,
know his
T
name, but
Jackson, some T Jackson, Brandon T Jackson.
yeah, okay. So this man, he didn't have that money up like that. He didn't. That some told him don't put on a dress, and somebody, Cat Williams, told him not to put on a dress.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what I mean. Cat Williams
but
showed
but
a way.
but Cat had a direct path. Everybody else done put on that motherfucking dress. Cat had
I
direct path. Everybody else done put on that motherfucking dress. Hey, y'all, one of y'all listening to this on the phone, man? What's up? Hey, one of y'all listening to this on the phone, man? What's up?
yeah, I am. I'm on the phone.
It's
What
still
I'm saying
going.
is somebody got the laptop going and the phone going at the same
Oh,
time.
not me. I only got the phone right now today.
I don't think a dude should put on a dress. I just feel like, in reality, though, if you don't have no money, just think of this. Most of the people who might not put on the dress and already done suck some meat, okay, to even get in other movies. You know what I'm saying? It's people out here, they on the casting couch doing things that you don't know about.
Did you say on the couch
The
from the?
casting couch.
Casting couch.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Because to me, it's like you put the dress on. Next thing you know, you're on somebody's couch. My father taught me that
Nah,
one a long time ago.
the whole thing is they have already been on the couch.
Oh,
Already been.
so you think Cat's lying about something, or no? He's just one of the
I ain't
ones that got.
saying Cat Williams. I'm not saying Cat Williams, man. What I'm saying is if you got something in your face for $5 million to do a role and you gotta wear a dress, I think the majority of people who put on them dresses is thinking about the future opportunities and shit. If I don't do this, my kid's gonna be in the street. We're gonna be living in our car. I think the people who do it, they are looking at. Sometimes they feel like, hey, I know I gotta take this one, and they gonna hate me. But I think when people do that, they are looking at everything that they got going on right now. Shit, I'm behind in child support $30,000. They already done took my driver's license. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think like depending on where you are. That's why I said if they would have offered that shit to Cat Williams when he didn't have no money before Money Mike, just like with my man Dolphin Willie. You know what I mean? Dolphin Willie had on the dress, didn't he? You know about it?
He had on a mink.
Mink and like a dress or something.
Yeah, I ain't seen that movie
Yeah,
so
that,
long. Remember he had a mink on. Hawk.
He had a
yeah,
wig on and
yeah. The
a
wig,
little
Yeah.
the mink,
trench coat, whichever, and a little fur, a little scarf around the neck.
little feminine looking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Cat Williams got lucky, he ran across Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? And the bad part, the crucial part with him and his own experience is that I was watching it. It was like his son. Somebody kicked his teeth out before they even shot the movie. So he was in there, and I knew I wasn't tripping when I was watching it, but he didn't have no teeth in his mouth, in the front of his mouth.
Yeah, I seen that too.
But I just think it's like depending on what's going on. Like somebody be like, "All right, Doug, I'm about to bring you off the street. Uh, I got 5 million for you to do this scene, bro. You just gotta wear this dress." I think a lot of people. I'm not saying y'all would do it, but I just think a lot of motherfuckers would go ahead and take that road, depending on what it is. Um, Cause shit, they had even who was talking about it? Dave Chappelle was talking about I'd never put on a dress. But I remember this movie called Robin Hood Men in Tights,
I remember that movie too.
and my man was in the dress. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of the brothers who saying nah, don't do it. Like they can say don't do it, but they did it. They might be like, I ain't gonna do it no more. I think that's a different situation. But if you ain't got nothing, your kid starving, bro, you putting on that dress, man. Or you going back to whatever it is that you did in the factory or Amazon. I think if I had to decide between a dress and going to Amazon for the rest of my life, nigga, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I might have to put on that dress, nigga.
I
Fuck
mean that you can we everybody can get over a dress. You know, like mentally, if I was young in them days, yeah, of course oh, what kind of dress? A moo. How much? Shit.
Yeah,
Is that if
for
that's
real.
it, that's it. You know, shit.
And
I mean, like you said, it's a big investment. It's a big investment. So,
yeah.
I mean, who in the heck, who's going to withdraw from that simple offer? Regardless of the pride at hand. I mean, at the end of the day, Jay-Z would. I mean,
Hey, being he probably wouldn't do it now because he got the money. He can make, you know what I'm saying? When you got the money, you can make your own rules because you are the prize. I
that's
think
the
like
part.
when Will Smith did 6 Degrees from Separation or whatever movie that was called,
Six
do I
degrees of
think
separation.
he would have if he was already this Will Smith? You ain't never seen him do no movie like that since then. You've never seen him do a movie like that since then.
Yeah,
But
that
to
was
get
the first movie.
his first movie, he has to do that shit. Not saying that I agree with it. I rented it. I remember I had my library card and it was like Will Smith first movie. Let me watch this. I don't know when it came out, but I put it in
Man,
there,
what
and I was trying to make all kind of excuses. Well, maybe it was angled. It made it look like he was kissing or having sex with the dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but like that movie was a little bit too much. But
Was it good, man? Was it good?
I really can't tell you if it was good or not. I know he was a homeless dude and something. There was some gay stuff going on in there. But
You
Will
was
Smith was never. He was never able to live that movie down though.
so you was too disturbed to actually enjoy the movie, or whatnot.
The movie, I'm gonna say, from what I recall, bro, it was not a terrible film. But
Okay,
if I
there we go.
can I tell you how it ended, I don't know what the fuck happened. I think they walked
Okay.
in on a nigga and they walked in on him and the dude and they like jumped. And I think that was the only like gay part that I remember. Like it was like they was in there doing something. I ain't trying to make no excuses. I'm just going off of what I think I remember what I saw. If somebody walked in the room like, "Hey, Jimmy," and then you saw Will Smith and the other dude jump off like you catch two people fucking. You know what I'm saying? And they grab the covers and cover themselves up. Now, really, I think that is all that I recall on the gay stuff in that movie, man. That
I ain't
we
never.
can add that to the Black Card movie review, but I don't think we should though. I don't really necessarily want to go over that movie.
Nah.
Uh,
But I think you should probably watch it so you can get your own understanding. or if you think he was being gay in the movie, or was he like just was it just a role? But you know, black people ain't gonna let you live nothing down. He has never lived that movie down. Outside of that movie, ain't nobody else said. There's no evidence except that dude saying what he came in the room and saw him and Dwayne Martin doing. But, like outside of that, Will Smith has been an upstanding hero for black families, black men. But I don't know. We ain't gonna go over the movie because I'm pretty sure not everybody watched Breaking All the Rules. Uh, I sent out the link for us to watch it, but ain't none of the ladies here, so they probably didn't. I don't know. The topic said, what was the topic? Would you rather date a single parent or would you want somebody without kids? Pretty much is where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Would you rather date this? No, I'm sorry. Would preferably it's well, okay. The difference between a single parent or somebody without kids is the lack of comfort. I mean, the lack of the nurturing, the lack of nurturing, rather. You got to people without kids. And all of a sudden, you bringing a child over. They looking like what to do with this thing. And I've seen it. You know, the the it's like they don't know what they're doing.
You said somebody without kids don't know what they're doing?
No, somebody. Yeah, yeah. Oh, somebody without kids. Yes,
Yeah.
they usually don't. I mean, in a relationship, it's easy for them to move on, or it's easy for you to move on without them.
Hmm.
It's awkward and it's weird. You, Usually, a female with children, they're willing participant into gaining a consistency trait. Like meaning they can regularly do something over and over and over again and capable of being adapted to it for the rest of their lives. With a lady without kids are more just you know it's okay for them to go all over the place if they want to. You know, they have time to fall out of order and get back into place. Well, a woman with a child is more placid. They know what they're doing. They know where they got to go. And women without kids, they can go everywhere sometimes. So
Yeah, I
it's
say
hard to keep them instilled. It's hard to keep them at home.
I say being at the ages that we are right now, it's hard
Yeah.
to find somebody around our age without kids.
I don't think it is though. I think it's a lot of people out here without kids. Uh, some people can't have kids and they try. Some people have protected themselves. I'm trying to get the link for the stream yard so I can put it in the chat. Hold on to invite anybody who want to come up. Um, but I do think that. All right, let me just go off what I was thinking about when I was thinking of making a post. So I have somebody in my family who said that even though she has kids, she said that she would not date anybody who has younger children. Uh, and that's based on the fact that he had to be going to basketball games with his daughters, or he had to do this. Like for the most part, the kids could come before her. and she don't like the thought process that if they have some plans or she want to do something, it could get trumped by the fact that I got my kids this weekend. Or if they did have plans, oh, I gotta cancel them because uh, something is up with my daughter or my son or whatever. So she said that unless he has adult children, she is not interested in dating somebody who has younger children. Now, that was the first time that I really heard that from a female's perspective. I do know of, even from my own experience, I've had ladies who said, yeah, even when I had one child, yeah, I ain't got no children. So my sister told me that I shouldn't even date or, give you no time because I don't have any children and I should go on with my particular life. So she followed whatever advice that was given to her. And I would say close to 20 years later, she got with somebody. I don't know if they're married yet, but I know that they were on the verge of getting married. Although it took 20 years, you know what I mean? I just feel like listening to the advice of somebody else, you don't know what you could have had or what we could have been if you would have just had your own mind on that situation. But I don't think that people are going to listen to advice that they don't already want. Because, like, you ain't going to ask for advice if you ain't already on the fence about something. But for me, I don't know if I ain't got no room to talk when it comes to single parent dating or whatever. But if I did have the thought process, is I would only want to date somebody who possibly didn't have children, only because of baby daddy drama and shit like that. And I've dealt with that in my life, and that's where I'm standing with that. Like, she can be cool as all day, but baby daddies could be on a whole nother situation. Like the dude I don't know if y'all saw the video of the dude who got mad because his baby mama's boyfriend was getting his son haircut. And so he ran up in the barbershop and it could be staged. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But just a thought process of somebody hooping and hollering and jumping up and down like the Incredible Hulk. And what can you do? And then the dude took his son. Like, you gonna stop him from taking his son? Like, what can you do? So it's because of those reasons that I would probably have to say it'd probably be more important to date somebody who didn't have children for me.
I mean, of course, it's quite understandable. You know, I mean, but like, your personality. You know your character. I'm pretty sure if you know, I'm pretty sure if the person if the woman had a good head on her shoulders and carrying a child from somebody, I'm pretty sure. I guess he's out. The person could be um not that extracurricular to go off the deep end. You know, you will hope you will at least hope that.
There
Hey,
she
hold
go.
on, let me do this. Hold on, my bad.
Now,
I
Lady
mean,
T in the
please,
building.
please
Hey,
hope
Lady
what
not.
up?
T,
But,
Hey y'all.
what's up, Lady T?
How y'all doing?
All right, how you
All
was?
right.
I'm good. What's trending? What's the topic? We have y'all already talked about the movie?
Nah, we haven't talked about that yet. We didn't. No lady showed up, so we put everything on the back burner.
Ah, okay, okay. So I'm the only lady in right now, huh?
Uh-huh. So we was talking about if you had the opportunity to choose going forward, if you were single, would you rather date a man? I'm gonna say in your case, a man or a lady. I don't know where you go. But would you date a man who had children already? And he's not a father who gets the kids every other weekend. I wanted to make that point clear that he's a full time dad. Would you rather date someone who doesn't have children or a full time dad?
Well, honestly, that's it. I'm gonna keep it real. It really just depends on how old the children is, because I'm a I'm a full time single mom, so I wouldn't mind dating a single dad. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But it just depends on, and then it depends on the stability of the man. Like, because if we're dating, I mean, I would expect you to be stable. And if you have children, they're going to require your time, your attention, and your money as well. So I would say, honestly, I would probably preferably prefer a man that children is already, that he don't have to take. Like, he can have kids, but I would prefer him to be a little bit older. Now, if you're, and then that also tells how much you're involved with the child's mom, because when it's fresh, usually when it's a fresh relationship that's ending and the guy is single, he's not really mentally ready for a relationship because he haven't truly healed from that situation. Not to mention, he's probably still trying to figure out how to battle having, the children on his own and things in that such nature. So I would prefer someone that's probably, that's single or that have older children that he doesn't really have to fend for as much.
So, so do you have any like fears? Like he might, because you said he might not be over the situation. You have fears that he still be dealing with his kid's mom.
Absolutely. I mean, because the younger the children are, the more involved that more than likely he is with her. Now, of course, Lord forbid, but someone's, person, get taken away from them or something like that, far as like, death or jail or, anything like that, then of course the mom is not involved because she can't be. But if it's, somebody that's freshly, I'm talking like 1 year old, at least 1 to 3 year old, more than likely that situation is still fresh. Y'all still trying to figure each other out. Y'all still trying to see if y'all really want to be together or not. And I'm only saying that from a point of view of being a mom going through that at a young age. I mean, well, not even just at a young age, but with my children being a young age, I experienced
Hmm.
that with my children's father, where it wasn't that I wasn't done. It's just they didn't know if they wanted to be, you know. And it's usually from 1 year old to about 3 year old. I mean, from what I've experienced. Now everybody's different, so I don't want to just put a stereotype out there because I mean it depends. But just from being in not just my situation, but either friends or family, other people that I've seen that it always seems to be like with them first couple years, it's kind of rocky. But then you do got people out here who stand on business, and when they done, they truly done. So that's why I said I don't want to put everybody in that category because that really don't apply to every man and every woman.
Hmm.
So what's
I,
y'all thoughts about that?
I don't think for me, not gonna speak for me. I don't know if I ain't got no wood to knock on, but I don't know. I might have though. Let me not say that. I think I have before there was somebody who was going behind my back and messing with their baby daddy, and it was uh, only because and what makes me believe it because one time she had made a Facebook post. Like now, granted, we was at least 2 years broke up, but she had said something like she had cheated on everybody that she had been with in the last 5 years with him. Right. I said, hold
Oh
on,
wow.
motherfucker. The math ain't matching. So when I
Right.
asked her about it, she's like, oh, not you. Not you. I was just talking, nah, hell nah, like you can't get around that one. You just said everybody in the last 5 years.
Everybody.
Right.
Like even if it was 3 years removed, you know what I mean? I just feel like
Pick up the rest
I've
of us up.
lumped in. But I don't know. I think it's different strokes for different folks, and I do think that you got to go off of the type of you're dealing with.
Yeah, that's in all, that's the ultimative. Like it does definitely depend on the person. I would agree
Yeah.
100% with that.
Like if you got somebody who definitely like I understand that people can act like they hate each other. I was telling somebody I work with like she swear her baby daddy and his kid's mom. She swore her boyfriend and his kid's mom dislike each other. But he would go over there, spend the night to watch the kids or watch the son and different stuff like that. I was like, what part of you might be fucking around and finding out don't you understand? Because I don't know
Right.
nobody that's gonna say that that's okay. Because it's not gonna be okay for me and my book. But
Absolutely not.
even if I trusted you 100%, I don't even think that you should want to put my consciousness the way how my feelings are set up. You shouldn't even want to put how I feel in jeopardy. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and chill out with them for a little bit. Yeah, okay. You're gonna come back
Right.
and then she's gonna be outside. Just know that.
Yeah, that's not cool at all. So you basically saying they trying to co-parent in the same home, but they're not together.
But they're not together. But he goes there. Like if she gotta work or he wanna spend time, he'll go over there to the house.
No, I wouldn't suggest that. Yeah, that ain't sounding right. No.
Now,
I
I
mean,
will
but
say,
what if she's completely off of him and they do have a healthy relationship? There are people who do have that where they could completely be moved on into
now,
somebody else and they do what they do. You know, they two
if
separate
you
lives.
got
They
a
just trying to
Yeah,
co-parent
now,
together.
that's under that's
if you got a
understandable.
girlfriend or a boyfriend, I think shit changes. You can do that when you single. But the moment that you get a girlfriend, you can't be like, I'm about to go spend a night over my baby mama house to watch our kids.
Right. And I agree with that. If you single, I mean, you gonna do whatever, at that point you gonna do whatever that you feel you gotta do. But once you get a woman, I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that. Like once you get a woman, and it's not even about insecurity or none of that. My biggest thing is about the respect level of your lady. Like, and you have to look at it from both point of views. Would you want her still going to her child's father's house to spend time over there or whatever the case may be? Not even
Women
just
and
to
men are different.
it. I don't know. I just don't think that would work.
How it works usually, the woman
They
is
can
like,
be different because that's
be
what it comes
cool off
down
you.
to. Respect. It comes down to respect, though. Like what she just said, you got to respect. You can't
Look, what
trust
if you
somebody
And,
that's
respect?
always.
and respect is not biased. It goes both ways. It's not
Right.
something I can do, and it's okay for me to do it and you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to me, it's kind of like this. If you deal with somebody with kids, you always got to know that they're going to deal with somebody else. I mean, that's what you get into. I mean, but
right.
if y'all raising y'all kids together, it shouldn't be no problem. My question is, why couldn't you take your girlfriend over there? Why couldn't
That's
you
what
be
I was
talking
gonna
on the
say.
phone?
Now, if I could come and sit with you, then it's all good.
Right. He could get
Hell
some
no.
head in
How
the
about
car or something.
how about how about I
I ain't
just
say
take
all
the
that.
kids? How about I just take the kids and they come with me?
You said how about what?
How about I just take the kids and they come with me?
Take the
That
kids.
that's another, yeah. But then the mama might feel like, I don't like this bitch. I don't like your new bitch. Because mamas get like that too, though.
But
Well,
guess what?
also that's I mean, it's a process and it's levels to things. For one, like any guy that I've dealt with and they had children, oh, I've met the mom, and me and the mom then came to agreements to where we're cool enough to where she trusts the kids around me or whatever. I mean, that's if you on that type of level with your person, but everybody is not though. It now if you freshly end a relationship, then it may take time for them to introduce you to the other, to the woman or the man or whatever. But I mean, I feel like if this is somebody that you know for a fact that you're gonna be dealing with, this person is gonna be around, because that comes to bring another question. I mean, how soon do you bring children around your person? Because I don't just when I first meet somebody, you don't meet my children until I know for a fact, like, hey, this is going somewhere. This is, I see us in a relationship or I see us going to that next level, so that's when, you start meeting the other parents and the children and things in that such nature. It should all be a process. So before you was to even go around the lady, you're going to be introduced to her so that y'all can know if y'all going to like each other or not. And then if she don't like you, then, for one, it could be some insecurity there. Two, they could still be messing around. Or three, she might just be very jealous. Sometimes that happens.
Hey, Compton, do me a favor, man. Mute your mic, man, when you're not talking, man. Uh, I will say that I do always believe that there has to be a time period before you introduce your kids to your next person or whatever. But
Absolutely. I
I
agree.
have been in the situations where, like, I don't introduce my kids to nobody unless I really seriously have to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's on a humbug, you know what I'm saying? I do my best to not. Like, I can't control what the mamas do.
Right.
Like, the mamas might have guys after guys around, even if it's every 6 months or every year, every 2 years. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I try not to do that. But one thing also I want to touch on is as far as your person introducing them to your baby mama. I'm not about to do that.
Yeah, everybody don't do that. And I don't think you
I'm
should
not about to
have
do that.
to.
I'm not
You don't
about to
have
do that.
to.
What,
But in
you're
my
not doing that at
situation, it was
all,
a
or
little
just short
different.
term? If it's something short term,
Period. Period.
why?
Yeah,
Period.
because I mean, the last person I
I'm not.
dealt with, we've been it's like 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So I done met baby mamas, grandmas, aunties, everybody. You know what I'm saying? That was a very long term. It was very long.
How
If
come
I'm
y'all didn't
about
get married?
if I'm
You
about
said
to
why
get
didn't
married,
we?
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-mm. I honestly, real life,
Carlton, you
he
got a
not ready.
feedback, bro.
He not ready. But he told me that when he feel like he's ready, I would be that person. But he's not ready, and I can't put my life on hold just until somebody get ready. Like I don't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sound right.
Understandable. But I
Pretty
would
much.
say though, if I was going to be getting married though, it would be a totally different story. I think about my father, right? It's one of his sons. That's not mine. It's my brother, but I don't like to use that half sibling word. You know what I'm saying? But my brother's mother wanted to meet my father's wife and ask her some questions about the school and different. My father was like, no, because he know his baby mama. Let's say that, even though they ain't been together since probably 14 years, you still know who you dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a person probably want to get in there to, for one, to size up the person to see what this person look like versus what they look like. Find something they can join on. You know what I'm saying? And it might not even be that. You can have two healthy, and it goes back to just knowing who you're dealing with. So if I had
Right.
somebody who I knew that, okay, we definitely, yes, we got kids together, but we cool as hell, and I know that she ain't gonna be causing no trouble and stuff like that. And I know we ain't messed around since my baby was a baby.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, because ain't gonna be no trouble there. But if I got somebody who pop their neck and they woo 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 woo, ah nah, you ain't about to meet nobody.
Right.
You ain't about to be meet nobody. And you gonna be mad and you better not have no. But if I say you better not, I ain't never said this in my life though. You better not have no niggas around my babies. You better not have no other niggas around my son, around my daughter. I ain't never did that because I knew even as I was 18, 19 years old, it didn't matter what I said. They still gonna have somebody around them if they want to.
True. That's definitely
So
true.
what am I gonna do? Go to jail behind it? Or, I'm about to go fight this nigga or kill this nigga because I care about you? That's really the only reason why somebody say that. Because they care
Right.
about the other person. They
Right.
don't want you fucking with nobody to even have somebody around their kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I learned a long time ago, it don't even matter, bro. You can cry, you can do whatever you want to do, but your baby mama, when she want to move on, she is moving the fuck on.
Oh, most
Ain't nothing you
definitely.
can do about it. And that's the same thing with baby daddy. Baby
Yep.
daddy, when he gone, if he used to love you,
When that
oh,
bitch
he
is gone,
loved
she
you.
gone.
Oh, he loved you. Oh, he loved you. He would have did anything for you. But you just had to have these niggas in the streets. Or you just had to have this nigga who you thought had more money. And that's what get me. They'll leave you and then be single 6 months later. Like, even if it
Hmm.
ain't even a baby daddy.
See,
Like,
I've been in that
somebody
long
will
house.
find
If I'm
somebody who they
doing
think is better than you. And they'll be single in a minute.
But the whole thing is though that that's a good thing, so you can move on to somebody better that will hold you down. You gotta look at it as opportunity. When these people leave you, it's opportunity to find somebody better that's really meant for you.
But shit, they might try to come back once it don't work out though. You know what I'm saying?
Right? That's what
If
they
you
say.
ain't,
Men,
if
but
you
men
ain't
miss
already,
women.
if you ain't
Women
already
who
healed,
fail come
you
back
gonna
to
let them
you.
come back.
I gotta
If
ask
you
Miss
ain't
Lady
already
this:
healed,
is marriage a deal breaker if that you gotta wait for them to be ready? Like, we
I
would.
got a question. How come black men we don't marry
hold
so
on,
much
man.
anymore?
Dashay, yeah, they do. Dashay, what you say?
Is
I
marriage
mean, at
a
least
deal
I'd rather for you
breaker?
not to get married than to get married and not ready. You know what I'm
Hold
saying?
on,
I
hold
don't
on.
want to have
What's the
I
echo
prefer to have
going on?
somebody saying that they
You
not
said
ready.
that's the echo is Carson, man. That's why I keep telling him he gotta mute the phone. I don't know why his shit is like echoing.
So
All
loud.
right.
Loud.
Now, is marriage actually a deal breaker? Like with that incident that happened between you and the guy. I guess you say I don't know what happened specifically, but you said marriage was brought up, and I guess he said he wasn't ready, and I guess y'all just faded away or whatnot. You know,
Well,
was
that's the
that a
thing. That's the crazy thing about it when you say faded away because he haven't went nowhere. He really
I
still wants to be in my energy. He still wants to be around me. He still wants to be around my children and all of that.
mute the
But
phone?
it's me that's pulling back because I'm like, what is the point? You know, like if we're not getting married, like what are we doing? Like what are we still? I mean, it's been too many years invested. Like it's time that I move on. Like I cannot. But nothing really happened. It's just me that don't want to keep going through this. Like because we've been going on too long without it's like what are we doing? You know, like I feel like after 5 years, if you ain't decided that you want to do something different, then at this point we're starting to waste time because I may want to get married and you may not be ready, but I could be blocking my blessing because there could be somebody out there for me that's ready for me, and I'm sitting here not trying to, put myself out there, not saying it like that, but I'm just saying I'm not trying to date or anything because you're still around in my energy. And out of respect,
Hmm.
that's how I rotate. Like I don't if I'm dealing with a guy, that's who I'm dealing with. I'm not dealing with several guys at a time because I don't.
Right.
That's not me.
So why is like
So,
marriage
but
the
yeah.
lot?
So I don't know if that answered your question or not. But
Not
huh?
really. Not necessarily, because of the simple fact that when love is really love, I mean,
Oh
so
yeah.
just the paperwork is the a control for the man, like
Mm.
whichever that tie down is. So everything you can do as being within being married, you can do without being married.
And I
You can
absolutely
still
agree with that. I do. I agree with
you can
that.
still have a last name. You can still y'all can still share incomes, and you can still have a ring, and you can
Yeah.
still be married under God
Right.
without
Well,
the
that's what I was
actual.
waiting on. I've been waiting on the ring. Like he was supposed to be got me the
Okay.
ring, but
Oh,
what are we getting rings for? He told me it
but
was gonna be a promise ring. But we too old for promise rings, ain't we?
What I would say, in the 8 year period, the man knows that does not want to marry you. He knows within a long time, if he could see you, he's just stringing you
um,
along, and as long as he could. I mean, at
There,
eight
there it
years,
is.
yeah.
And that's where I woke up on my age path and was like, fuck that. Like if I ain't got what I need in 3 years, I mean in 8 years, then it's not there. But
So
in his mind, he like, well, if I was to ever marry anybody, it would be you. You know. But how do and I told him, I said, well, how do you know when you ready to marry that I'm even gonna be available for you?
well, you gotta understand. Well,
Exactly.
he could be. You love him enough. You love him enough to wait.
Nah,
That's real
nah,
love, right?
nah.
divorces only take
That's
6 months.
condition. That
But
I love
I'm
you,
gonna keep it
but
real. I think a lot of people get comfortable with the same person because you begin to know that person just as well as they begin to know you. So it's like you afraid of change, you afraid to start over. And I'm gonna be honest, the first 5 years, I mean, I think I was just afraid to start over
I,
because he already met my children. I met his kids. We're involved. We're almost like we're a family outside of really having the ring because like I said, his family and they're like my family.
hey, homie,
Even though we're not together right now, I can
where
if
you
I
been
want to
at?
go over somebody's
You
house,
been at work?
they'll accept me like I'm their niece. And I'm not and I'm just I'm just coming over because he used to bring me over. Now I can go over by myself. I can go to the mom's house. My kids can go to the mom's house.
Yeah, don't they
So
call that common law marriage?
Not in the
Once you
state
go
of
well,
that
Indiana.
long.
I
You
don't
have
know.
Not in Indiana. You have to get married in Indiana. Other states, yes, but Indiana, no. No common
So
law in
Indiana
Indiana.
is not common law.
Nope.
What? They took away common law here?
I thought we
Yep.
did have it
There was
here.
never was.
We do have domestic partnerships or whatever it's called here. I don't know if common law. We'll have to look that one up. I don't know what he's talking about.
Ah, okay. Because I was about to say,
Yeah, I
wow,
thought we had it
that's
here.
deep.
I heard that
But thanks for
years ago.
letting me know, because I thought I was tripping when what you just said. Like, if it's been this many years and ain't nothing shaking, then shouldn't I want to move on, gentlemen?
Well, I could relate with you because I had a similar situation where I was with somebody, but
Okay.
it was me. They wanted to get married too, but it was me thinking in my mind like they're gonna leave me as soon as I get married. They're gonna leave me. It's gonna go south. They left me
Mm,
anyway without being married.
Yeah. So I
mm.
just
You
looked
know
it
what I'm
up.
saying?
Indiana abolished common law marriage in 1958.
Okay.
19 win.
58.
Mm, I told y'all.
Y'all fail to
You a whole
realize the
lot.
lack of benefits you get when you getting married, and the benefits you get while you're married as well. Yeah, it's not
There's
bad of
less,
benefits, but you
Don Shay,
still locked
there's less
down.
benefits being married than there
It,
is
it,
Less
being unmarried.
benefits to the man.
zero,
There's less
zero.
benefits
It's
to the
just
man. How about that?
like like it's two open options for a woman to get divorced and get everything you got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, at the
If you
end
You
of
got
the
a
ain't
good,
got.
day, going
if you
day,
You
get
ain't
a
got to
good
teach.
lawyer,
all
remember
right.
you
We
Nah,
got to
can
your
get a
do
good
lawyer
without the
don't.
lawyer.
Your
paperwork.
lawyer
We could
don't.
do.
Your lawyer means nothing.
It don't
How,
matter about if
how,
you got
how come we can't do without the paperwork?
well, what's that called?
Okay, so
You
this is
sign on
serious. This
papers
is
to
a good
where she
topic
can't get it.
because
Yeah,
we just trying to
prenuptial.
get the
I
real
mean,
behind
I
the
mean,
scenes. So, are y'all saying y'all just rather not be married? You just rather be committed and just know, okay, this is my
that's nice.
lady. We
No,
You,
no, I'm
represent.
okay to be
We don't have
committed.
to. We don't
You
have to go down to the altar with the
you
at the
can
church or
GPS me.
wherever with the ring and the
Hey, Lady
bridesmaid. We
T.
don't have to do all that. We can just
Lady
say
T.
that we're married.
Yep,
Lady T. You
yep.
got
There
an
you
earpiece.
go. Yeah, hey, speak it
You
to the
got an
matrix.
earpiece in.
Hey, we love each other.
I would say
Huh?
get married if you find somebody compatible, but
Nah,
I think
I
compatibility
mean,
is not
okay,
that.
okay. Listen here. Okay, listen here.
nah,
So
nah,
say
nah.
like
Hold
you,
on,
okay, you
y'all.
got married. You
Lady
got
T.
married, right? The next day,
Hold on, I'm just trying
your
to see.
significant other that you married passed away. Guess
Oh
what?
my
Hey,
God.
All the bills that she owes is in your name, is under yours. All the
Right?
man,
bills
now
he
my
owes is
shit
in your
fucked up.
name. Yeah, I mean, a lot of women like thugs.
That I mean, if you feel, but you gotta ask.
Every time the next day that nigga go to
And
jail,
my
get
lady
shot
is
up.
not a thug.
I mean,
Well,
but
then
I'm
that
just
really
saying.
depends on the woman you're dealing with because the first thing you ask, where you from? You from the hood or you grew
No,
up?
no,
That's on
no,
you. What kind
no,
of
no,
men do
no,
you
no.
like? That's
Well,
on you.
it don't.
Exactly.
Not
I
every
mean,
woman likes
if you
thugs.
actually
It's your
love
own
somebody,
decision.
marriage don't matter.
But what I'm
It
trying to tell you
marriage
is,
would never matter if you actually love somebody. Do you
okay,
love that person or do you love a label behind the person? No,
Donshay,
that's
let's dissect that first thing you said. You said thugs. Okay, it's the girl from the hood. Yes or no? That's very interesting because if she's not from the hood, she ain't gonna like thugs. Like seriously.
That's a
no,
lie.
no. Actually,
That's a
that
lie.
is totally opposite.
That's a
No, that's
lie.
not
That's the
true.
main ones
There's
who
some
love
women that like.
thugs.
That's a
The
No,
lie.
sweet,
that's not true all
innocent
the time.
one was always the
What
There
it
main
are
is
ones
women.
they
who
like
There
that
are
wanted
women.
alpha
There
to.
are
male
women.
protective
There
That,
are
that
type of
sounds so
corporate
ideal.
really pretty.
women
The
who
alpha,
still
once you say
want
the
thugs.
alpha male protective type of idea is what it really
Nah,
is.
bro, you tripping.
Outside of the idea of a labeled thug, it's an alpha male. That's what it
No,
is.
no,
So
no,
you got to
no, no,
ask her,
no,
do you
no,
like
no, no,
alpha,
no.
beta, omega? You got to ask these
Nah,
important questions before
Out.
you.
nah.
The thug word came from television. Thug has
No,
came
thug has
from
been around since the
So
1950s, like Al
right,
Capone,
right.
gangster.
But they
what he
pampered the
talking
Right.
about?
bird.
So
Let's go back to the
But they
TV show
pampered it.
called Happy Days. Now everybody know who the Fonz is, right?
right, and he was the alpha male.
No, Fonz wasn't a thug, but he was a tough guy. You know what I'm saying? So those were hood ladies who were after the Fonz. You know what I'm saying? You like I was trying to say, you have corporate guys, corporate ladies who will still look for somebody who was a 50 Cent or somebody. They can have an alpha dude who's in corporate. They can have an alpha dude who's a successful real estate agent. But when they walk on the danger side, they like that danger. You know what I'm saying? And that's when they choose that kind of guy because they feel like it's fun. And this is me saying what I've heard out of women's mouths, my own self, when I ask them the question. I don't just do. This is how I think they feel about it. I actually ask people the questions and then I deep dive. Y'all already know how I deep dive. So I ended up deep diving into that conversation. But I do feel that some ladies just want what is not best for them.
And they have to bump their head and
And
be
that is just
56.
and that's just like us. Damn, Carlton, mute. When you ain't talking, man, mute your I don't know what your feedback is. But you gotta mute it when you ain't talking, man. But just like us, some of us guys, you cannot tell me that you done bust down the door of the church looking for a Christian woman.
Because you would be married right now, right?
And you done got her and yes, if that's who you wanted,
You because that's all.
But
If that's who you wanted, that's who you will be with.
but
But you
truth
don't
be
want that kind of stuff. You want the motherfucker who gonna hurt your feelings.
as a man, as a current man who's thinking about life, I am okay with basically. I love my woman enough to marry her, but truth be told, I'm okay with not getting married. I mean, it's not a fucking big deal. I'm still faithful at the end of the daggone day. Heck, I ain't going no damn where. Heck, I mean, it don't make sense besides somebody owing somebody else. Everybody
What?
basically, I need to direct these the government needs to direct these bills or these responsibilities to somebody else. That's all it
So
is. You
this is
can
where it gets.
Well,
really get
America
This is
don't
where.
around.
Hey,
I
Adashe,
mean,
do
come
This
you
is
on, come
where.
on.
think
I'm not
there's
done.
advantages of
Wait,
being married?
This is
fair
where it can
exchange
get.
ain't no robbery. I let you
But this is
talk.
where it
Let
can
me
get
talk.
ugly.
Hold
This is
on,
where it can
quit
get
cutting me
ugly
out.
here, though, Don. So,
Well, why are we doing the female trait? Cut off stuff.
because
Quit doing that. We
we
men.
all
Let
we
me
all
finish what
done.
I gotta
well,
say.
But this is
marriage is
where it can
putting
get.
the
This is where it
government
can get
in your
ugly
But
at,
you
hands.
though.
can't. I'm
If
not
you
going.
die, if
Wait.
you
You
die,
gotta let me finish what I got to say. Come on, we
go ahead,
can't do
man.
that. That's weird.
You don't cut
Weird
in on
man.
me, man.
You
Don't
sound
cut
like
in
the
on me.
DOC.
Go ahead, do your shit, but don't cut in
Yeah,
on me.
I'm not, but I
No,
didn't want
go
it to get
ahead.
cut off when I'm. But, okay, I get it. Hell, look, it's it's a movement towards bills for the government system. Like if what you just delegate the bills towards somebody else if that next person pass. So now I own this. Now I res- responsibility and in charge of this. I got to take care of this. Disperse this in the way it goes. And I owe this. And all of a sudden, I owe this fee. I mean, everything's is a debt in a reorder, recycling order. That's all. That's all marriage is. They're just looking for somebody to pay this America's debt. All right,
So
I'm
you
done.
done. So in that same token of what you're saying, let's say I told my woman, "Hey, this is our house, but this house is in my name. I die. She gotta go on the street. Why? Because we're not tenants in common. We're not anything that would make this house hers. You know what I'm saying? Because outside the house, outside of any of the other properties that I own, yes, I understand the bills and stuff. Like we all gonna have bills and debts or whatever. But what about my bank accounts? If I die, they can be seized. You know what I'm saying? They can be uh taken. It is Carlton, man. You got two YouTubes going or something on two phones or something. But if we're not married, and I'm not saying I'm big on it because my whole thing is you just can't marry everybody or anybody. My whole adult life, people, you gonna marry her? Is this one you gonna marry? Like, did you marry everybody that you dated? Is my biggest question for anybody who has that question for me in my eldership. Did you marry everybody that came along? And then if you didn't, why didn't you marry that one? Why didn't you marry that one? Because you knew who was a wife and you knew who wasn't a wife. But when you get a wife, when you find one, I'm not saying you make somebody a wife. When you find one who is already a wife, I think that if her mentality is correct and y'all are working to build something together and she is not sitting here like, oh, I'm gonna get my bag together so I have my money together when I'm ready to leave type shit. As long as you don't have that kind of a woman, I think you're supposed to marry her, man. I think that if you believe in any aspect of the Bible, and maybe you don't. I just believe that when you find a wife, though, you find a good thing, and you know this is a wife when you meet her. Now, I've met and seen plenty wives in my lifetime. They just wasn't my wife. They just wasn't the wife for me. You see what I'm saying? And that's a big difference when it comes to the wife thing. But if I was to get married, yes. I mean, like my kids gonna have the majority share of whatever I accumulate before the marriage type stuff. And however it go, like I want to have my will set up where yes, my wife has a portion of things, but my kids gonna have things for their kids. You know, this is me thinking ahead, generational. But yes, you should be getting married. And I think that if you can't find somebody, not everybody's gonna find them, and that's okay. And if you can't find a wife, then you need to be focused on your finances. You need to be focused on getting this money. You need to be focused on when you turn 70, if you make it there, you need to be focused on the fact that you don't have to rely on just a social security check or the retirement or sitting at Walmart waving and shit. You know what I mean? So like something not everybody is gonna get married. You can be a husband and still not come across that woman, or you might have already came across her, but because you wasn't moving or operating in that husband energy, you lost out on that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And you still have to focus on something though, because chasing the bitches, we 40. I think almost everybody here is 38 and up. So
We pushing 40. All the men here are either right before or pushing it, like on the cusp. Like
we should know
Nah, we got
that
people
chasing.
already over 40.
We should already know that chasing the ladies ain't what's up no more. Because
I
you
Well,
don't think we
that's
ever. I
not
thought
the
we always
inner.
was about money.
nigga, I
Well,
don't want to have none of that.
it's a way to delegate around that scenario at hand. Still, like I mean, once again, yes, it's nice to do that, but that paperwork is going to like you can do a contractual agreement, business partners as well, but it I mean, it don't have to be that way. No, but I mean, I put it like this. Yeah, regardless of the situation, if you love one another, you're going to be together, regardless of that last name or not. That doesn't even matter. But
I think it
I mean,
I think it matters only because when you look up your gravestones, when you die,
but no, I get you though. I get
you
that,
know what I mean?
man. You
Yeah.
had an analogy right, based on the down pack, but you know when a woman loves you still, regardless of situation,
When a woman
that
loves, looking at
they're going to make sure you marry them because they know for a fact that you know that they want to get married. You know,
I've known people who've been with people. I talked to this dude. He passed away, man. With my buddy from my old job down at the House of Representatives. He was with his lady for over 30 years. They got kids together. I think two. And I asked him, I said, man, you ain't gonna marry her, man? Make her an honest woman. He was like, hell shit, we've been together this long. I ain't had to marry her. He's like, why would I do it now? And I understand. I mean, that's the philosophy, but she was willing to put up with that though. You know what I mean? We go back to what Lady T said. She was in it for 5 years, like, hey, you ain't trying to move. I ain't gonna stay here. I've known I didn't know at this particular time that this one lady, I ain't gonna say her name, but we fans on Facebook. I didn't know that she was trying to vet me to be a husband, her husband. Like just she was like asking like cool questions, and she worked this place, and I'm a realtor, and woo 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 woo. But the shit just didn't like click. But then there was another guy who came along sometime a little bit after our conversations, and it was like they was engaged. they was married, they had a baby, and it just seemed like to me all of it happened like boom within a, a span of a year or two. um, but see, I wasn't thinking the way that she was thinking. But some people are already on that mentality when you meet them, though. Like some ladies are already like, I'm about to give him and have a baby. You don't know what she's thinking. So he already got kids. He can get me pregnant. I'm about to, or this is who I want to be my husband. Like some people already imagine stuff before you get them. So they ain't gonna be waiting 10 years. Some motherfuckers just like as long as I got him, we can sit and do this thing for 30 years. How long you gonna wait for a lady to get it together, Don Shay?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
How long would you wait for a lady to get it together for you?
As long as I'm getting a love entitlement, it really ain't no, it don't matter. I'm not gonna, like, as long as I feel enough loyalty or contentment and love within that next person, man, I'm good, you know. And like just know if I raise my hand and give up, more likely it's your fault. It's generally all day, point blank it matter, nobody else's but the woman's fault if I give up. Period.
So
Like,
how long have you went in the past? Let's go in the past, right? I've been here before, and if y'all
okay,
ask me
okay,
this is the question,
seven,
I'm gonna
eight
say
years,
I'm gonna
7, 8
say
years.
I'm gonna
What for
say
me?
okay. Now hold on, I got an in-depth question though. I want y'all can ask me the same question too. But let's say there was a girl that you really liked. She was she liked you. She was letting you smash, but she still had one foot in the street, and she was still trying to be out there. How long do you give that person before you be like, look, I want to be your everything?
And one foot in the street.
One foot in the street, bro.
I, I mean, and you actually know about it for a fact. Like you actually
You
know
know,
this.
you know that she is not all the way for you. She might even hit you with the whole no strings attached, but I really like you shit. I
Oh,
was going off of real scenarios that I know that a lot of us have been in. Truth be told,
Said Doc Shay
man,
is saying that to me.
and
I
those are the
believe.
most interesting people. Unfortunately, because of the
they
simple
are.
fact that we're the opposite, and then they just so they draw us in with their freaky shit. Uh, but it's usually about you would try it out until it fails about 5 years.
You think five?
I get about 5.
What about you, Mr. Dude?
Well, to me, my answer, that woman ain't marriage material.
I know, but how long have you ever stayed in that kind of a situation? Have you ever been in it?
Uh, shoot, the person that I was actually married to, we was together for 2 years, so I would say probably 2 years. I ain't been with anybody longer than 2 years without
Yeah.
even about it.
So she had her foot in the street for them 2 years y'all was together?
Oh,
One foot
nah,
in the street?
nah, nah. But a person had their foot in the street, that's a no go. Period. If your foot is in
I'm
the
just
streets,
saying,
that's
so
where your head is, huh?
so what I'm saying is you ain't never dealt with somebody that you really like. She liked you, but she still wants to do her thing too.
Oh yeah, I done dealt with them before, and
So how long did it last? What's
not
the
very long
longest?
at all. Not long at all. Because if you go be in the streets, I'm gonna be in the streets, and pretty much, if you in the streets, you're not marriage material. And if I'm in the streets, I'm not looking forward to marrying you.
So 2 months, 3, 1 year.
Probably about 2 months.
I mean, are we able? Are we allowed to play around in between? You know.
So that's a side question though. Are you only fucking with this person, or do you have your plan A, B, C, and D?
But
So
if
if I
you
got,
only with one person, there should be somebody that you consider on marrying.
but they got their foot in the street. We
But
talking
if they
about
got
that.
their, that's what I'm saying. If they got their foot in the street, she's not marriage material, so you ain't marrying
But
her.
we ain't talking about marriage material though.
Oh,
We talking about people that you like, that you want to kick it with, that you, man, this is boo.
but if it's somebody that you
This
like and you
we
want to keep
friends.
it with, that ain't. You shouldn't be wanting to marry somebody that you just like
But
and
we're
want to.
not. But we're not talking about marriage, man.
Oh, okay. Well, you shouldn't want to be one. Period.
But you shouldn't want to be. But the conversation is when you have been in that situation where somebody was not what you wanted them to be, but you still tried to hang on because you like them.
Nah,
You ain't never been in that situation.
I ain't trying to hang on to nobody just because I like them. Because
I
if you
can
like,
always I can always be cool with somebody. Actually, that person gonna teach me the ropes. And usually
Yeah.
they have some friends lingering around to where it's like, hey, what's up with your people? And usually they're more nicer than her or more like into you than probably her.
I ain't never
So
tried to backdoor. I ain't never tried to backdoor the person per se. I have my stints, with sisters and things like that. We all know those stories. But I would say that I've had myself in situations where I wanted somebody to come along with my program and they didn't, and but when I've been in those situations though, I will say that no matter how much fuss I put up, they was not the only person in the focus because I had if they was playing A, there was B, C, D, and F. And they were all in consecutive order and they all got the attention according to their level of how I felt about them. Like I just wanted you to act right. You didn't act right. Man, you were supposed to come to the hotel tonight. You didn't show up. I already done told B that, hey, we might can go to the hotel on Saturday. I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can get it free, like I've always had that when there was that some person that was there that I wanted and they just wasn't acting right. Like, and I knew that they wasn't acting right because I really wasn't who they wanted to be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before. Would I do that shit today? Hell no. But I will say that I've been there before. You can call it simp. That's fine. Hey, look, let me cut my camera on. Hey, that's fine, big dog. You can call it simp. I've simped out before. And who in the private chat?
that's
that's
called.
what you mean what you mean simping out, man? Is that really simping out?
I want to say that's simple.
What you gotta
No, man,
choose what kind of man you want to be, though. You learn from your mistakes and you keep it
yeah,
moving. Everybody plays the fool sometimes, so you could be a simp and then learn and stop being a simp, right?
no,
That's
yeah,
that's the moral of the story. Andre
yep.
went through it and
You
he
about to
changed
start
his
singing?
path. Huh?
That
You about
That
to start
sounds
singing?
Everybody plays the fool sometimes. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Everybody plays the fool.
Sometimes.
Hey, it's
Yeah, that's
crazy. We know
funny.
that song.
Hey, old school. You gotta know your old
But
school.
no, that was a wise decision. That was a wise decision you made. You know,
Nah, it be
correct.
like that though. It be
It
like
well,
that. Like,
yeah.
and here's what, just like I was telling Doug. Like, I'll tell y'all after I go through it. Y'all ain't gonna hear about it when I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it was. Like, after it's over with, I'm gonna tell y'all a story, man. There was this one girl, but I ain't gonna be like, hey, nah,
And maybe
I
you're
can't
trying
do
to
that.
teach us. Maybe you're
Like
trying to
one
teach us.
time
Don't
that
be in
band
that
camp,
situation.
Nah, I ain't gonna be able to tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all when it's over with. Maybe 2 years later, like, yeah, man, I went through this shit before, bro. That's how I know to tell you about it.
it could be like this one time at band camp.
This one time in band camp, little dude.
One time I was on the chat line. Nah, it's funny.
No, but yeah, I mean, I had my little sentiment moments, my daggone self, where I
You know what?
actually did get on my knees and propose to a female. Oh my gosh, that was
I've
weird.
been in
I
I've
only
been in
ever
two
did that one
proposals,
time,
no
and the
marriage.
person I did that to, we got married.
Did you
I,
propose or did she propose?
Who?
Did the woman
actually,
propose? Because that's a new
actually,
thing, or maybe that's been around.
Oh
yeah,
no.
most of the women who I ever been with actually proposed to
Nigga
me.
said who?
And you didn't
Nigga said,
accept Don Shay. You should have felt like a king. If a woman lowers herself and they're like, I'm top bitch. I'm the queen bitch.
Got
And she
got
actually
That's a
does
no
that,
no.
you should feel
got
humble.
on their knees
Ain't
and
no woman supposed
everything.
to propose to a man, so that's a no go.
motherfucker
No,
ever do that to me, I'm gonna be sorry that I hurt her feelings, but it's a no for me.
yeah,
Really? If a woman does, I would be moved to say, you know what, this is a
no,
very
no.
humble woman.
That's
So
That's
a
a
kind.
bitch.
so
That's a
so
That's a
so you
bitch.
don't think
That's
that
bitch
lower
ass nigga shit.
your manly stability?
it must
I
say it
provide
feels
as a
Because
good.
man. We're
a
supposed to
man
You
be
is
know,
providers.
supposed to
We're
a
it
supposed to
woman.
be
Another
feels
warriors
woman
and
good.
protectors.
supposed to a
How
man.
you get to how you get to the marriage? There's more than one way. Depends on your culture and what you want to do.
Hey, I'm like the Bible. There is only one way to God, and that is through me. And if I'm the head, if I'm supposed to be the head, I gotta be the one to say, "Will you marry me?"
So
Why?
basically,
Because if I wanted to marry you, I propose to you. Most of the time, when women propose to men, it's because the man don't want to be with them, so they gonna force his hand and be the one to propose to him.
Oh, no
Now that
wonder
man
that
doesn't,
gets said.
most
that
type
man
of
Or
women
women
doesn't.
would
have
be like, I
married
want to get
traits.
married. They want to get married. That's what they'll tell you.
Do you know
Those women have
something?
manly traits because they want to be the head of the household. They want to be the
And they
head of the
and they
relationship.
You
are the
you
head
are
when that happens too.
you are absolutely right. To a certain
So,
degree, Andre.
so
Must
she
say.
proposed. That means she's the head, like in that video Andre showed us. When that woman proposed, and then she went single after he didn't get into, she was being the head in that situation. Y'all feel like that? You don't think she really loved that man, wanted a future?
And nobody say that she didn't love him. I was just saying that she's the manly type person because that's a
She's
manly
out of order.
spirit to propose.
She's
A
out of
man
order.
But
shouldn't
you
do
know,
that.
culturally, we're changing. Culturally, we're changing.
No,
That's
we're
the
not.
thing.
No, we're not.
Hopefully, there is no change. When
They
something's supposed
want
to
to
be, it's
push
supposed
a
to be.
change. That's like me. If you came to me and said, "Well, Andre, I am a rainbow status now." Andre's still gonna be the same me. But how I deal with you might be a little different though. I'm not gonna say
So
I
you
would
saying
just
you're
cut
two
you all the way.
spirited?
I'm not
So
saying I will cut you all the way off. But what I am saying is that I gotta maintain my morals. Why do you think a lot of people are pushing against the change in the culture? I just saw a little kid in Sam's Club the other day, little boy, just like a girl. He was like 7 or 8, but he was still acting like a little boy.
Whoa.
But you
Now let me
saying the
ask you
culture,
about
you
this.
saying
This is a
you saying
variation.
society,
What if
you
you
saying
had a kid?
society, you saying
What,
society is changing, and I'm saying you don't have to be conformed by the world. What did it say?
don't be
Be not
conformed to the
conformed,
world. To the world.
conform. Okay. So if society is changing and saying now the woman is supposed to be the man of the household,
Oh
you
heck
supposed to
no.
say no, because if she proposed to you, then she's the man.
She's the man. She's the
Right,
head of the household.
but see that's Western. That is like overseas because traditionally native
What do
way
you mean,
women ran the house. That
bro?
yeah.
Bro,
I'm just telling you, bro. So every culture is
who
different.
went out? Who went out to war?
Women went out to war sometimes too. Men
Who
did,
were
but
the
Man,
women did
main ones?
too.
man.
Who were the main ones who went to war, bro?
What culture are we talking about? We're talking about
Who
U.S. or
were
we're
you
talking
saying?
about
Where you saying Western? Who was the chiefs?
women could be chiefs too.
Who were the majority of the chiefs, bro? Stop doing that
Men
kind of
were,
stuff.
but women existed
I'm
as
saying,
chiefs
so
and
we're
leaders.
not okay. Just like we have Queen Elizabeth, who was a queen over there, but she is not traditionally. We know that it was mainly men that was doing it. Like, why are we arguing over semantics? We know at the end of
Because
the
I'm
day,
trying to teach
the
you, culture is
majority,
different. Everybody's culture is
majority
different.
of the time, it was the patriarch.
But women over here on this land had a lot of rights to the point where the feminists
No,
learned from
that
the
came from
indigenous people. You
that
know,
came from
Martha Sanger
Siberia. That
actually
came from
learned
That came from
from their that's
Siberia.
pushed the agenda to this day. That's why I
That
had to
came
bring that take that all the
that
way back.
came from Siberia. But let's get back on our topic on our channel. We ain't talking about Siberians right now.
Man, it's not Siberia. Siberia stay up north.
We ain't talking about them. So the question was, have you ever simped out before?
Yeah, yes, of course. Like it was weird type of simp, right? Because it was like I was nah, she started it. She started it. She started I was moved in with a female like right after I had surgery. So she was kind of taking care of everything. Well, I'm just in there. So it was one day I'm basically going to college. I'm in college right at this moment. And so she's just taking care of everything. It was one day, I guess one day I walked to the daggone crib and to her crib and the security guard told me to not you can't come in. I said, why not? So he passed me a letter, right? He gave me a note that my time being my girl was she said, do not let Don Shay in.
That's
I know you
fucked
mess
up.
with the screen.
Only
Yeah,
let only let this other dude in. Mike C. We're gonna call the dude Mike C. Oh man, you talking about crush. It was weird. I said, oh no. All right, simping. All right. That's not simping yet. It's simping. What I did was so I called my mother, went over her house, right? She so it's been about it's been the whole weekend. So she called me like Sunday, and just acting scared and nervous, and like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what happened? Everything, whatever. I ain't even trying to hear it. What you talking about? Who is this dude? Who's Mike? Who's Mike C? Is that this dad? No, there's nobody,
Yeah, I ain't trying to
and
hear
stuff
that.
like that. And I'm asking her all these questions. I can't echo. All right,
I got him.
so she's she's just denying everything. She's denying everything. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. So truth comes out, at the end of the daggone day. So I moved back in with her like later on. She basically took that whole weekend just to have some fun moment with a dude and called me back. I was you talking about heated. So moved back in. So I give it about no, it didn't take that long. It was about 3 months later. Man, I get a on letter in the mail as I'm opening up the mailbox. And it's a letter from Mike, a letter to Mike, or from Mike Cox and the correctional facility.
Wow.
Bro, you talking about head twister. And she's pregnant now, might I add. This is Raya's my second baby. So she's pregnant now and simping at his finest, right? Oh my God.
You don't
So
feel a certain kind of way about paternity?
no, oh no, my daughter's no, not her. Not her. But anyway,
Does she look like you?
and man, she got everything. She's a sickle cell anemic. Yeah, she had a whole hip replacement on her left hip. She's just another me and a female version of me.
Mm.
But
I know
yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah. So anyway,
She looks just like you.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So so yeah, so anyway, let me fast forward. So I get this letter, man, so I gave it to her because it was a letter to her. Or
Mm-hmm.
it was a letter actually that she it was one that no, actually was sent to her because I opened it. I opened this bad boy and I read it talking about the time that she was at her job looking below the balcony. I mean, when I was disturbed, I remembered all that
As
bullshit
you
memories.
should. As you should.
So, and I'm just like, I'm still flipping over it, but I'm trying to pull through it. Did you mess with him? Did you mess with him? And yeah, she finally confessed that she messed with him. And then all of a sudden, I got a whole nother letter come in the mail. It was a letter sent back. So she sent him a letter in the mail. So she sent him a
Mm-hmm.
whole letter in the mail. And I gave it to her and she looked at it and I wasn't mail savvy that time, so I didn't know who it was for or who it was going to. Come to find out she was sending it to the correctional damn facility.
It was
So
sent back.
yeah, it was something else she sent to him. She was just trying to tell this dude to stop talking to her that I'm with this man. I
Oh,
want to
wait a
be
minute.
with
Like,
him. Yeah.
she sent it out, but it was sent back, like return the address.
Yep, exactly. So
Okay.
so after about a few more weeks after that, I was like, man, I can't even do it no more. I was crushed. I couldn't do it no more. Now I was. That will be a next episode on my vindictive road to justification on the next episode because that's where I went deep and ratchet after she messed me up. So we stayed together during that time, man. During that time. At the end of the daggone day, she got her revenge back. But during that time, we was still kind of still staying together by being broken up. Now, I ain't gonna even talk about that story. That was a that was some dangerous stuff I was doing.
I mean, they get like that though, and it brings up the thought process. I remember a meme. Somebody was like, "Don't catch HIV trying to get revenge on me or trying to get your lick back." You know what I'm saying? We don't necessarily be paying attention to the dangers of the shit. We just be trying to get our lick back. That's why I was like, from now on in my life, man, I don't want to get my lick back, bro. I'm gonna just move the fuck on, move around.
Getting your lick back could just mean that I'm done with you. I'm not gonna put myself in
No,
the same
no,
situation.
that's not what they
Getting a
mean.
lick back can put you in a bad situation yourself.
Yeah.
So
Lick,
basically, it
lick,
means you out here fucking, getting your lick back.
lick back means
That's
lick
what
back
Andre
means
just said. You ain't listen.
I heard what he
exactly.
said, y'all, but I thought getting your lick back just any type of revenge doesn't per se have to be
No,
just fucking.
no. Lick back. If you punch me, my lick back can't be. Oh, I got my lick back because I walked away. That ain't no lick back. In the real world, a lick back is you gonna fuck like they fuck. That's how people think. That's how these women are the main ones to talk about that lick back stuff. I ain't never heard no dude talk about lick back, but I know ladies always talk about lick back.
I only heard about men talk about Maybachs.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that was
cheating,
a little corny, Carlton.
yeah, it was.
That,
I
that was
wasn't even
Don
gonna
Shay,
address
That
it.
of
was a
you,
little
hey,
corny.
they said you
I
was the
wasn't even
king of
gonna address it.
cornballs, though.
I wasn't even gonna address it.
Let's address that.
so,
Let's talk about
so,
that
so
corny,
is he the boss
in
now?
between line he produced.
Hey,
Is he the
listen
biggest
here,
boss?
Mister.
Is
That
he
was
the
straight
biggest boss?
Cheetos, man. I smelt it from the phone, man. It smell like corn chips, Dollar Tree corn chips too.
Really,
Yeah, the
Don Shay,
whole corn
Don
on the cob.
corn chips. Hey, you must be going there, Dollar Tree. You must be a Dollar Tree um, main
Come
person
on,
over there. You're the
I go to
spokesperson
Dollar
of
Tree.
Dollar
I
Tree.
must say, sir. I
Carlton.
do
Why
go
is
to
your phone
I do go to
echoing?
Dollar
Are you in the
Tree.
bathroom or something, bro?
No, I'm not in the bathroom at all. I'm
So
in
why
my
is your
living
phone
room.
echoing? I don't understand.
I
You
don't
got the
understand it
laptop
either.
going too?
No, I don't understand it either. It's strange.
Well, take your shit off speakerphone.
Yeah, I'm not on speakerphone. It's just a regular.
Well, anyway, so lick back is definitely meaning cheat back. And I'm saying,
Right.
I don't
That's
think
how that's last.
I ain't never had that thought process though. Like I'm a cheat back. I think once you cheat on me, my feelings is hurt, man. I'm gone.
That's how I feel.
So
Yeah, ain't
you
no
wouldn't take
crying,
nobody
coming back,
back.
talking about, oh, can we
Nah,
get back
nah.
together? Can we talk about it? Hell no, you did it once, you'll do it again.
To my understanding, though, if they did do that, let's say if it's a woman. Now, I think guys will be more remorseful when it comes to cheating than the ladies is. You know what I'm saying? Because they say women are more emotional when it comes to cheating. So they actually loved and liked that nigga they was cheating with more than not.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So
What if they said they were
it don't
drugged?
matter. It don't matter that she lying.
Yeah,
I've been there too. I've been there too. But
Yeah, because I remember.
more than not, I would say that a dude, if you gonna cheat back, she don't give a fuck. If she didn't give a fuck when she was cheating on you, she not gonna give a fuck if you magically pop up and say, I fucked Tiffany, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She don't give a fuck. She gonna be like, okay, now we even, now we can move on. And now she can still keep fucking the other nigga in the background.
exactly.
Man, I heard some harsh things come out from women's mouths.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever had a positive experience with a woman? Has there been any positive? And it was just you who wasn't ready.
Of course.
What's
Of course.
positive, man?
I've been there.
I think I've been there too. I think that it was just the person wasn't the person I really wanted, but they had a good heart and they wanted me, but I just didn't want them. It was like, what's it called when you break up with somebody and you just trying to get over what's it called? Not a bench warmer.
The rebound.
Rebound. She was a rebound person. She just was helped me to get back onto who I was and what I could be.
So
That's
does
what
that make
those.
you a bad person?
I feel like you should never use somebody as a rebound trying to make yourself feel good. If I could go back, I probably wouldn't have dealt with them until I healed myself and made myself better. Because by doing that, I didn't do better, I did worse.
Yeah, I think rebound situations are all terrible. Although in one of our conversations that we just had, you was like, "Yeah, the rebound, you got to get over that person with the rebound," or whatever you were saying in the other conversation that we had.
Well, I think the reason I feel
Hold
so bad
on,
is because
hold
recently
on,
she passed
hold
away.
on, hold on. If she didn't pass away, we ain't talking about the passed away part. But you said that to get under somebody is the best way to get over somebody. So that was the rebound thought process. I was saying in our other stream is that I don't think that to get under somebody or get on top of somebody is the best way to get over somebody. Only because if you really love them, that's not gonna solve your problem. It's not.
Actually, when I did the work, you have to let yourself go
I
through
should
the
say you
pain,
go back to
the
work.
mourning, loss, and all of that in order to
Yeah.
really be better
It's a
on a
schedule.
psychological level. When I looked it up,
But it ain't. Yes, but it ain't gonna happen after you bust a nut. You were saying I was just watching them because I just split them up yesterday or the day before. So I was listening to that live a few times because I had to keep going back. And you were saying, yes, if you want to get over somebody, my man got Monica over there and everything. You were saying
drink one.
that you could get over somebody by getting under somebody, and I was saying, nah.
To be all the way real with y'all, I was actually intimate with her and thinking about the other person. Ain't that crazy though?
It happens.
Damn. My nigga really got Monica over there, so that's why she backed out.
Monaco. Hey, everybody pour their Monaco up. Hey, we should start that though. Have different drinks for the podcast, like the Shay Shay Room.
He talking about Monaco. Nigga, I said Monica,
He said
nigga.
Oh,
Monica.
my bad. I think he said Monaco like the drink, bro. Like I was thinking like we could be like the Shay Shay Room though. Going forward, we should do that. Like invite special guests when on that level. And what you drinking? I got that cognac over here. I got that tequila. Or you know me, I'm Four Loco.
But now on some real shit though, we got like what 43 minutes. I mean 23 minutes left. So we gotta break this thing up. Ladies didn't show up this time, but that was okay. But I felt like this topic right here on single dating single people, like most of the conversations online has been should a dude is there a benefit for a guy to date a single mother? And then earlier this week, after all the conversation was going around on the Pot Black podcast, that's why I keep telling y'all watch Black podcast, see what's trending topics. You know, what's his name, Lil Durk or something. One of them dudes that's a young rapper. His son just shot his mama's boyfriend or his stepdaddy and killed him. Lil
Yeah, I
Durk.
seen that.
I saw that too.
So that reinforced the dude Anton. Anton is a popular guy on Black YouTube. I want us to strive to become popular Black YouTube personalities too. That's why I'm I'm moving the things the way I'm moving. But he was already arguing that you'll get no respect from your stepchildren. Like no matter what you, even Kevin Samuels was saying all that. But to look at this little dude done shot his stepdaddy, you run into that same argument of what is the benefit of dating single mothers. But I leave it open for single mothers and single dads. You know
I
what I
would
mean?
say
But
a person who has kids should date a person with kids. A person who is single, who has no kids, should date that. The reason why, you have something in common. Like if I me with kids now, if I moved on to somebody, I would probably look for a mother. Why? Because she would love my kids already. I wouldn't have to teach her. Versus a new woman, you would have to teach them. Okay, this is how you gotta do my kid. Versus a mother, you really don't have to tell them that much. You know what I mean? Some things about kids you would, like what they like to eat. But outside of that, it's easy. So if you got kids, you should get somebody with kids.
just because she got kids don't mean she gonna like your kids. So
And then
Exactly.
that's why you move on to the next
and
single
then your
mother.
kids, but you can't be moving around like that though. But the
If,
crucial
if the,
part is you
I'm at the
gotta
point,
you got to you gotta understand that just because somebody got kids don't mean they gonna like
you
your
got
kids.
me. And then
And
that's the
you might
factor when
not
you
like
stop talking.
and you might not like her kids. Her
Then
kids might not respect you. You thinking of it from your point of view with your kids, but what do you get around them? And you ain't my daddy. I'm
and
gonna
then
call
if
my
that
daddy and he gonna whoop you or he gonna do this. Or, you know?
it, well, if that occurs, there's two things you can either say. Like, you're fine, I ain't your daddy. Then you could talk to their mom for letting her kids disrespect you like that, and no parent's gonna sit up there and let her kids disrespect you like that. And if they do, then you got to decide,
The
okay,
kids
she's,
come before you, big dog.
huh?
The kids come before you. The kids
Well,
gonna
if
get the
that's the
plate
case,
before you, big dog.
then I shouldn't be with that woman, right? If she doesn't put it down for them and be like, hey, you can't disrespect no elder, because growing up over the years, it's like that. Like, I don't know, like everybody knows, like, you don't, as a kid, you don't talk crazy to an elder, like you don't do that. Like, and then
I
you
had a
got to take a
motherfucker tell
factor.
me I'm gonna take her from right or wrong. I'm gonna side with my daughter, right or
Well,
wrong.
if you got that type of woman that is, you need to drop her, because if she sides with her kid, you don't need it. Because it's going to be always that issue. You got to find somebody that's level minded, that'll see it both ways. If you can't find that, then keep pushing. There are thousands of women out there, and somebody is out there for you, with kids or without kids. So they're out there.
Well, I
We
would
just
say
ran
that
into all the bad ones, like you said, because where we at. But don't mean there's not. We just have to figure out
it
how
ain't
to get
about
to the
where,
better ones.
it ain't about where we at. It's about. I mean, what? Before I say that, what do you mean because of where we at? Expound upon that.
Nobody bad was who that we met.
Um,
So
Well,
everybody
I would
was
say,
more or
did you
less a
find them on
learning curve.
Facebook? Where did you find these people that you meet with? Were they on the internet, or did you meet them in person? Did you meet them at a religious place
So
like a
you're
mosque
saying,
or
so
our
you're
church?
saying by choice. You're
Yeah,
saying
we
I thought
choose
you might
who
have
we
been
deal with.
saying, but I thought you might have been saying where we're at, like financially or something. You're
Both.
talking about
I mean,
who I
both.
got them off the chat line. Nigga, you deserve to get a nasty trifling bitch if you put her off the chat line.
Right.
You
What I'm trying
deserve
to say
that.
is that wherever we find them, we have to deal with whatever that comes with that
No,
package.
no. You can
I
find
I would say that's true. Wherever
no,
that you find them is
no,
what they are, because
no,
you could dissect anybody, but
no,
when you
no.
go to the right place, you might find the
I'm
right
not.
one.
I'm not. I'm not. I am
Yeah,
not
you ain't got to
riding with
deal
you
with
on
nothing you
that.
don't want to deal with at all.
Exactly.
Well, let
Exactly.
me ask you
That's
this: if you
that's me.
talking to a
That's going
woman,
back to the whole thought process. What they used to say back in the day. You can't help who you love, and I used to argue with that so much.
That
Like, well,
bullshit.
if
That
a homeless
bullshit.
person came up to you and tapped you on your shoulder, are you gonna be in love with him? No, you're not. You allowed that person, whoever it was, you allowed them to come into your life. So I would say I was wondering where you was gonna go with that. You said depending on where you at and where you meet. Yes, I'm gonna go with Kevin Samuels on this part. Wherever you are financially, or look at Shaq or Mike Epps, and then Mike Epps said, "Shaq, we got some ugly baby mamas, don't we?" He said, "We
right?
thought that was." He said, "We thought that was just the end for us. Like, right? Ain't nothing else better gonna happen from here." But he was saying that to say that when they got better, when their finances got better, their pool of options opened up. Going to
Right.
what Kevin Samuels would say, you know what I'm
But let
saying?
me
You
ask you
dating
this
where you
though.
was at. You
But
dating
if
where you was
you,
at financially. Like if you was a millionaire, you not about to big back Buffalo, you know, however it goes. I don't
no,
know none
not,
of that.
yeah,
You ain't about to do none of that.
nope, no
Big
Maybachs.
back, big back. You ain't about to do that. Now it could be
Right.
something that you might like to mess with them, but you
But
by
that's
choice
not your main
that
thing.
ain't yes, you're not going to pick them. You picking
Gotcha.
you picking the bottom barrel or the bottom feeders because you don't have any other options financially.
Right.
Because if you know what all the ladies, when you know what they want, that means if
Right.
you became what they want, you
But
wouldn't
let
be
me ask
thinking
you this.
about
Do you feel like that song says, I don't want no fake love? And do you feel like your money will get you fake love?
it. It would get you fake love, but you would accept that fake love because you are getting something in
But I
exchange.
don't know, like if you want realness, if you 40, right, and you are about to cusp for, you want realness, right? You don't want
Mhm.
fake love, even regardless. Do you really want somebody that looks good but doesn't really love you if you go down, or you want somebody that's going to hold you down regardless of what you got because they real
How can you
at
know?
40?
You don't know, but you don't know nobody, right? How many people are married people who they think they are in love with? And
Uh,
then the motherfucker divorced them, no fault divorce, and then want to take half of their money or take this whatever happened with Shaquille O'Neal and his girlfriend or his wife.
are you talking about the one that's the basketball wife? Her?
I don't know who she is. I'm just saying you don't know what nobody's insides are.
But can't you
You know,
tell by over the years the things that they say, the way that they move? If, you know what I mean?
over the years, it's too late.
God,
You don't put 10 years in now. And the motherfucker saying I ain't happy. I'm ready to get a
heck
divorce.
yeah. That's that, man. Tell me how many times people you put 10 years in, oh, I'm not happy no more. And you're like, fuck it. Well, make yourself happy then, you know?
When it don't work, it don't even work like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
the issue is, if you had the money, would you rather be with something that you're attracted to, somebody you're attracted to, that shows you the love and attention that you're looking for at that moment, or you want somebody who you just don't really want and you're gonna be cheating on them the whole time
I
because
think
you
I would
got the
want
money.
somebody who I really would want. You know, I at 39
But
going to 40 in February, I think I want something
what
real.
I'm saying is, you got the money now.
Right.
You're not the same person no more. You got your life together. Ain't nobody clowning you no more, right?
Right.
You can pick who you want. You mean to tell me you're gonna grab from the bottom of the barrel?
No, you don't have to no more.
But so what you're saying is you're gonna at least try to find somebody that at least treats you the way you want to be treated.
Correct.
I think that's where it's gonna boil down to. Treat me how I want to be treated.
Right.
You can act all day, put up the good act. But
What's
if
it?
you got
6 months
somebody,
in a relationship, you start to see people's true colors. 6 months.
nah,
Shit, you can see people's true colors in the second
from
week.
day one, from day one. Tyrese is with that chick right now, and that girl, he was on there talking something about the ex-wife or something on one of his lives, and you heard her screaming to him in the background like, "You talking too loud" or something, something, something. This is
Oh
nigga.
hell
This
no.
you talking to Tyrese, but the whole time Tyrese is the one giving her the power. Like, you to me, you are the prize.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm
Man,
saying?
that's crazy that Tyrese would even settle because he just was on there with Madge begging to see his child. I thought he would kind of want somebody better than what he just went through. But you know what?
But
Sometimes it's a
they
cycle
want
that you got to get
he's
out of.
not gonna. But here's the thing: he grabbed somebody who felt like she was better than him for the most part. You know what I'm saying? He didn't grab somebody from the bottom. He didn't go to the hood and grab somebody who would just be happy to be with him. And she gonna lick booty and you know what I mean?
Oh my
All the
God.
kind of
Yeah.
be a slave, a sexual slave. He didn't want somebody who was gonna submit to him like that. He still wanted somebody who was who
A
had some type of
dominatrix.
mental But look at Marcus Houston. I don't care what nobody say about my brother Marcus Houston. Marcus Houston grabbed somebody who was deaf. She was younger than him.
Way
But
younger.
do you think she got some kind of power over this brother? She can be like, nigga, nah, no.
The only power is in between her legs, right?
No.
She ain't even got that power over him.
That's for weak niggas. You fall in love before you get the pussy. On some real shit. On some real shit, when you really love somebody, it ain't got nothing to do with the sex. And I'm not saying that if you stop having sex with me, I'm still gonna love you. Because then we enter in the end of our relationship. But what I'm saying though is that uh you can fall in love with somebody before you even have sex with them. Sex doesn't have to be the major thing. It's a plus. And if they know what they're doing, then yes. But to cut it off, hell no. We are seeing the end, no matter what's going on.
Hey, anybody remember that? It was a post. It was a video a girl made. She was like, "Oh," she was talking to the dude. She was like, "Hey, how much?" You know, she was like, how can you tell that you love me?"
I don't remember
And
that.
he was like, "How can I tell? Do you really want to know the answer?" "Yeah, I do. I want to know the answer because the sex is horrible. The sex is trash."
I think we should break up after that.
But now he was telling the girl that like her sex is horrible.
But he
And
loved her for her.
yeah,
She should have left him.
I find that to be true. I find
Yeah,
that to be very true for
yeah,
a
she will
woman.
put up with a lot.
Yeah,
Even if
yeah,
I've known people who got that little stanky tart little smell, like
yeah.
that forever since we was 14 has had it. It ain't like they ran with the same STD or something for all these years. You know what I'm saying? It was just like their bodies, like some people have some type of alkaline or some acidity to it. Like you ever seen girls who got they panties got that little bleach mark in the middle or something? Like I didn't see it until they posted that stuff on Facebook. But like
Whoa.
their panties get bleached because of the acidity. Like different women have different smells and different things going on with their body. And I believe where some dudes might be like, "Oh, that was it. It just smells so good," and some dudes will be like, "Nah, that shit stinks." You know, I just think like pheromones and stuff is just different for different type of humans. You know what I mean? Like some dude might like that, some other dude might not like that. You know what I mean? But I don't even know where I was going with that. But
I don't
shit.
know. They got that penny
I don't
sniffing
know.
business.
I think that Andre should start talking about drinking. They make a certain type of yeast wine from women's panties or something like
What?
that in Europe. Yes, they make yeast wine from women's panties in Europe. Look it up if you don't believe
What
me.
they got to do with me though?
Yeah,
He did
Hey,
say
you were
Andre.
talking about body
He did
odors
say
and all
Andre
kind
talked
of
about it.
stuff like that. We had to. I had to. You set yourself up for that.
He did say
I actually
Andre
did.
should talk
man,
about
that was
I
highlighted
said
1 hour
I was talking
53
But no,
about
I
seconds.
heard it on a radio show. It was on Bob and
acidity.
Tom, and they were talking about women
I didn't say
and a
nothing
certain type
about.
of beer
I
and
didn't say
yeast.
nothing about yeast in somebody's panties
You said different things going on with the
with the
ladies'
vagina.
bodies, and yeast
Different
is part
smells,
of it.
different acidity. different pheromones, but I didn't say nothing about making no goddamn yeast or no teeth or no pain. That's the
Hey,
shit
that's
that
part of the thing,
that's
man.
the shit that
Hey,
you
that's
deal
why they
with.
got other stuff
You
out there for them.
but you deal with that. Somebody done gave you some penny teeth. They done motherfucking put some
That didn't
period
happen.
blood.
Like I said before, it's
Yeah,
made in Europe and it's highly expensive.
nah.
It's the yeast for
It's
real.
in America.
I'm about to go
It's,
out and go
it's
get it.
in
I'm about to
America.
put it in the comments. I'll be right back, y'all.
It's in
Hold on.
America. It's in America. And the girls put their period blood over
No,
a
see,
cup.
we're not. See, that's nasty. We're talking
And
about yeast. And
then
you talking about
no,
blood.
we
What's
talking
the
about teeth
difference? They're
period.
still coming out of the same place.
And
But it's
they
two
take the
different
hot
things.
water and they pour the hot
It's
water over the
nasty.
panty and
All
make
right, I'll
a
be back. I'm about to get that yeast thing.
I
Putting
already
in the
know what you're
comments.
talking about. And really they make yogurt out of it, bro. You
Ugh.
talking about tea,
Oh,
it's yogurt. And then
that's why I don't eat yogurt, y'all.
I already know about
Yeah,
that.
because
So
you
you
probably
talking
make a
about.
tea with it.
A tea?
Well,
Why would I do
you
that?
talking about me. I already know somebody that
Man,
be
all I'm gonna tell you is that I would
that
rather use
period
pine
blood
needles
tea.
than use that. Use no panties to make a tea.
Why you screaming?
Somebody trying to get in. Lady T trying to come in. What's up, Lady T? You back?
We here?
Oh no, you let me unmute you.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to unmute Lady T. She muted.
She there. No, she
Hi.
ain't.
Oh, there she go. Dashay
Y'all can
muted
hear me
his.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I hear
Dashay
you.
muted.
Ah, okay. Yeah, my
So
bad. I had to get to the house and stuff, situated and kids and all that. My phone needed to be charged. So
that's all fine. But let
I
me
was
ask you,
trying to tell y'all, but it was too late. By the time I was saying it, my phone went dead. I said, dang.
let me ask you this question since you're here. Have you ever heard about the tea that women they take their period panties and pour hot water on it into a teacup and
Oh
give it
no.
to their man?
What?
She said, "What?"
Oh no. That's overrated, baby. I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
You
That's
ain't
some
never heard of it?
that's some
Now
voodoo
I have heard
witchcraft.
about I've heard about the spaghetti stuff that I guess people was
Okay.
out here
I heard
doing,
about that.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
not in the
Long as you
history
heard
of
about
me
one of
being
them.
alive. I've never heard of no tea, no
Ah,
period
yeah.
tea.
Ah, yeah. That's something. That's
Yeah,
something they do too.
Now
I
that's
heard
something
about
serious
that
right
period
there.
blood and spaghetti. I heard about that.
Now I don't eat people's spaghetti. Period. All my whole life. Like you made what? Nah, I'm good.
Mm-mm.
Even chili, I'm cool. I'm gonna eat a bologna sandwich.
So what you say? You'll pass all together on the
Nah,
red
I'm
sauce,
I'm
huh?
I'm good.
It's just a pass on the
You
red
tell her
sauce.
like, I don't eat anything with red sauce.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, it don't even gotta be spaghetti, and I think that's the distance from this information part. Like, motherfucker, make you a sandwich and then put the blood, take a finger and put it in there, and then wipe it on your anything. It's the same thing.
That's
It's
crazy.
about
But
it's
I'm gonna
about
keep
being.
it real though. And I don't know who have and who haven't, but doing all that ain't no difference from you putting your penis inside of her while she bleeding. So if you doing that, you just as nasty as
But
them
nah,
folks that's eating the food.
nah, it's different. I'm gonna tell you why it's different. It's different. I'm gonna tell you from
But
real
the
a real
no,
point of view.
it's the way you consume it is different. But the effect that it have on you is not different. Any
Nah,
way that you
let
get
me.
contact with that
I'm gonna
lady's blood,
no. I'm
she
gonna
got
tell
it.
you. I'm gonna tell you why it's different. Why it's different is it's not about the blood. The magic and the spell is about the intention. You know
Mm.
what I mean? You ever see somebody like speak something over a cauldron, like you watch like cartoons and they be like bubble, bubble, toil and trouble and all that. It's about the intention. So you can put your dick in some period blood that ain't nothing. But if she speaks something about, it's your words, it's your intention. Spells are about intention. You can't
But
make
you
nothing
don't know.
happen.
But you don't know what her intentions is when y'all having sex while she on her period. She could be manifesting in her mind. She could
And
be
she
saying all that
could.
shit in her mind, and it's gonna
I
work
mean,
out the same way.
and she could, but unless she's like powerful, it ain't necessarily gonna be about the stuff going on top of your meat. Because if that was the case, she can just wipe it on your face like that movie Thinner and hit you with the thinner. You know what I'm saying? Like just hit you on your cheek. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact it's about intention. Like that's how hoodoo, our magic in America or the magic in Haiti, it's all about intention. If I was to take a goat and just kill it to eat it, and somebody saw me kill that goat, it don't mean nothing. But if I took that goat and I did some type of sacrifice, they said they caught one of the YSL dudes doing the goat sacrifice for some reason. I don't know what the dude was
Oh
doing,
wow.
but I believe that he believed that whatever he was doing was gonna help him out.
Right. Okay. I see where you going with this. I see where you
Yeah,
going.
it's all about intention though. Like even like manifestation. Like I'm gonna speak this into my life, or I'm gonna speak a word. Wait a minute, slap your neighbor, slap your neighbor. I'm gonna speak a word into you right now. Doug, you're gonna be successful. You know what I mean? Like if I did any of that, I'm trying to like speak a word. That ain't no guarantee that that kind of stuff is gonna happen because your intention might not be lined up with my purpose. You know what I'm saying? But if my purpose is to actually do something to you, that's why it's a difference between cuss words and curse words. I didn't know that growing up. Curse words, I hope you die. I had a baby mama say that shit. I can't wait till you die because I'm seeking justice because you allowing your boyfriend to abuse my son, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to prison or he gonna be dead. Like I can't wait till you die. She was trying to curse me at that point in time. But at the point of now, I'm like, well, now I gotta see which one of us gonna die first. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there. And if she go before me, I'm gonna go to that casket. So I'm around. I'm like, well, I guess you went before me, bitch.
Damn.
But now spells is
That's
all
harsh
about
though.
intention.
But you know, I don't really condone into that because I know a
Here,
lot of people speak a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's not what they speak over you, it's what you speak over yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because just like they can speak it, you can speak it, you can rebuke it. Like whatever she say, I would have been like, and I rebuke that right now. You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot goes behind that. I try not to get into all that because you know everybody believe in what they believe in and what they do and how they do it. But all that extra shit that they got going on out here just to try to keep a man or whatever the fuck they think that's gonna do, that ain't gonna do nothing but drive they self crazy if that's what they think they trying to do to the man, because then you gonna have a man that's crazy and that you might not even
Hmm.
want. You didn't know how crazy a motherfucker could get over drinking your
Exactly.
own damn blood. That shit crazy.
So putting a little,
That's
uh,
some
putting a
that's some
little,
over the
putting a
top.
little,
Like I would never. Mm-mm.
putting
So
a
you
little
said
sperm in
that's
her
what
orange
people said
juice.
they doing out here,
He
huh?
said put sperm in her orange juice.
That's
Oh
I
gross.
my
don't know.
god. I mean, shit, you ain't even got to do that. You know, females swallowing all day. You know.
They do, but ain't no intention behind it.
right.
Ain't no
That's
intention
funny.
behind it. So if I ain't got no intention behind it, it don't matter what you drink. As soon as I be like, bubble, toil and trouble. That's your
I
ass.
think though that people have started to less look to the creator and more look to these other lower entities, and they give them more power. Because if you have a strong connection, no matter what somebody says, you're the creator's supposed to protect you
But you
a
got
lot
a
of
whole
times. So I don't
medicine bag.
believe, and I don't believe in all these other stuff. It's really your
Don't you
belief
got a
process.
don't you got a whole medicine bag as your thing? As your
But
avatar?
let me explain something. The medicine bag is for herbs, regular herbs, right? It's regular things that you could use. Now, if
So
you go
let me ask
and
you, if the Christian church was to judge what you talk about, oh, I'm gonna use these herbs and all this, would
that
they
you
say
said,
that's
yeah,
witchcraft?
that's fine.
Would they say that's witchcraft?
No, because they
So
have to
when they
use it nowadays. Maybe 150
no,
to 200 years ago, they could have
I'm
said it because they
saying
missed.
I'm saying according to the way that they set things up. I ain't saying like we think it scientifically, because ain't
Yeah,
nothing that they ever.
yeah, maybe 200 years ago, yeah, but not now
But
because they
whatever, but
did
they said
studies.
whatever. According to the Catholic Church, man, they ain't never been wrong.
Man, Catholic Church is full of demons, right? Everybody knows that the Catholic Church uses Babylonian
Bro,
Oh my God.
teachings.
we not
Yeah,
going to
everybody
that.
knows that.
But what I'm
Like,
saying is, what you're
mhm.
saying, a medicine bag will be considered witchcraft. Is what I'm trying to
No,
get to,
it's not. A medicine bag is what you put in it, right? If you
bro.
put in that type of
It's
stuff into it
considered.
is, but you use
It's
mine.
considered.
This represents what herbs that I
But it's
use, right?
considered. It's
Everybody is
considered.
different. Certain
It's
people put
considered.
arrows into it. It depends
It's
on what you
considered.
put in there
It's
and how
considered
you use it.
witchcraft.
No, depends on
Who's
how
the
you
med?
use it.
Who is the medicine man? What is the medicine man? Let me ask you that.
What you say?
What is the medicine man?
A medicine man could be a person who heals you on a physical
But,
level, or he heals you
but,
on a spiritual level. It
but
depends
what are they
on
considered?
you, what you
What are
call
they
it. It depends
considered?
on you, what you call it.
What are they considered to be, bro?
Depends. Some of
Bro,
them are
come on,
really
why?
medicine men that
Why?
use medicine. Some of them are
Man,
spiritual leaders. It
but
depends.
you know traditionally what a medicine man is. Why are you playing?
No, I'm trying to keep it real. There's two types. There's the spiritual medicine
Yeah,
man, and then there's
there's
the
a
physical
doctor.
medicine man.
We
And
can call
sometimes
our
they both.
doctor. We can call our doctor our medicine man. Yes, we can say, I'm
Right.
not gonna
And
see
they
my
are what?
medicine
The
man.
physical
But
medicine
I'm
man that
talking
uses that.
about when you're dealing with indigenous around the whole world. Normally, a medicine person, a medicine man, is considered somebody who deals in spiritual and witchcraft things.
No, not in the indigenous.
Oh my
Witchcraft
goodness.
is separate. Witchcraft is the opposite. There you go. Like when you really study indigeneity, you understand it was nothing but good and good, right?
That's
You
what you say.
understand that. No, this
But
is
what
what
was
really
the
it is. To
but
be
what would the
witchcraft.
whatever
No, 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 no.
but
This
what
is what I'm trying to say is
whatever
that
whatever religion that you follow, bro, if your religion got wind of what you doing or what you're saying, how would they term what you're doing? What would they say?
they wouldn't say nothing.
They would just be like, it's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, because I ain't doing all that. See, that's this what I got you to break down as you get okay. When the Europeans came over here, because they didn't understand nothing, they labeled everything and anything, even their own people, witches. Right? If we could go back to the Salem witch trial, they were people were lying about being witches. So let's keep it real. People don't understand witchcraft is the idea of doing something evil, and
We
against you
know
is the
that. We
opposite.
know
That's
about
what
Satan.
skinwalkers are. It's the opposite, doing something
But we
evil.
also know what your particular religion says about all of that kind of stuff.
No,
So you
not if you're dealing
lukewarm?
with straight. What do you
Are
call
you
it?
lukewarm? Are you lukewarm or are you solid when it comes to your religion?
I'm solid. I know what I'm doing. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
not the same thing as what you're trying to portray.
I ain't
And when
portraying nothing.
people, if you're trying to use regular Christianity, they hypocrites in themselves because how many
I'm
wars
talking
did they
about
start?
Jehovah's Witness, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, like every faith. Let me tell you, I don't deal in witchcraft, right? I don't even deal in the spirituality. I say this is
It
what it's
can
used
be
for.
considered
What do you call it?
witchcraft.
It's not considered witchcraft if you're dealing with regular herbs to heal your body and what do you call it? That's what you're dealing with. Now, when you
They talking
start to
about
ask the spirit
witchcraft.
of this, you that. No, you got to understand what you're dealing with. But if you try to say this and that is this, you got to know what you're doing. What's the intention behind it? That's what you have to understand. That is considered witchcraft.
So when it comes to religion versus tribal stuff, right? And I want to get back on our regular scheduled programming. Let's talk about the movie before it's all said and done. But when religion came here, when uh, things happened in night was supposed to happen in 1918 and they didn't happen in 1918. Was this conflicting with indigenous society or was it going hand in hand with indigenous philosophy? Because they're never wrong. The only thing that done changed so far is now you can wear beards. So go ahead.
As long as it doesn't go against something, they're not tripping if you're using it for the right way. Right now, it'd be different if you talking to the spirits and asking them to help you with this herb. You see what I'm talking? But what I'm
But
trying to
that's
say is this.
indigenous though. That's indigenous. That is
But who do
indigenous.
you look to as the source of your power? Is a
I'm
question.
isn't indigenous stuff about the asking ancestors for help? Isn't indigenous things based on spiritual stuff that does not align with the 66 books that Catholicism passed down to even Jehovah Witnesses?
Yeah, and that part. But who prays? You pray to the answer. I don't. I never have.
But I'm just saying, but is that a part of native
Some
philosophy?
some of them do, but like I said, you will have to know in particular your family. What does your family practice within that? Because there are
What did
thousands of
they
native,
practice? What did
but
they
there are
practice
thousands of
before
native
they?
people who are Christians, who
So,
balance it out.
so do you think that
Yes,
the
they
old
live,
ways was the old
they
ways
there are
wrong?
thousands that
Were the
practice
old
both
ways
ways.
wrong? Were the old ways wrong?
I would say the old ways were for the time being till they come to the knowledge of what it really was.
What's the knowledge? Go ahead and preach for us real quick. Then we're
The
gonna talk
knowledge
about
is what
breaking
the
down the
knowledge
rules.
is, man.
What is it?
Until they come into the accurate knowledge of the Bible, then they could decide what's wrong and what's right. It's all about choices. The whole thing is this: what are you going to do? Now that you got the knowledge, what are you going to do? Same thing with indigenous ways. Now that you understand who you are, what are you going to do with the
So
knowledge?
you pretty much side with kill the Indian, save the man. Okay, so
No,
now
you
let's get
listen,
no hold
listen.
on.
No, I
No,
don't
no,
say kill the
no,
Indian.
no, no.
No, I say no, no.
Let's
There
get
you go.
on
You putting words in my
let's get
mouth.
on no you did. Let's get
No,
on
I didn't.
into breaking the rules, breaking all the rules.
He said breaking the
Did, did,
rules.
did
No, I
everybody
just
watch
want to
did
say for the
anybody
record,
watch
I
this?
never agreed with that policy of kill the Indian, save the man, because thousands of children were murdered, they
But
were
that's what
raped, and other, what
Christianity
you call them?
but that
No,
is
right
what it was all
Christianity
about.
says love. Right
But
Christianity
that's
says you love your
but
neighbor.
that's what
If
it
you
was
love
all
your
about.
neighbor, you won't do
And I don't
atrocities
really
to
want
your
to talk
neighbor.
about this because your
Let's get
neighbor
off
ain't
that
gonna do
topic.
that.
Let's get to the real topic of the day. The movie.
Let's get to the movie. Who all watched the movie?
I watched
I
it.
did.
Right? Not, I had to
Y'all,
rewatch it to remember what went on.
everybody rewatched the movie.
Rewatch it.
I said
No, we watched it.
everybody rewatched it recently.
Yeah.
No, we watched it at one time that you put it up there.
I said,
I've
did you
seen
watch
it.
it? I've seen the movie plenty of times before. I'm saying I had to rewatch it to remember
Yes,
what
that's
went
what I'm
on.
I
saying.
saw it for the
Everybody.
first time in full. It was
Okay.
interesting. It was
Dante,
almost
did
like
you watch it? He
So what
can't hear.
about the movie? What about the movie stood out different to you versus when you first watched it? Was there anything different? Lady T,
Huh?
was there anything different when you watched this movie this time versus when you first watched it?
Um, I would say so. Yeah, some things were definitely different. versus the first time I watched it. I was actually able to see things from a different point of view and from a different standpoint from the first time I watched it.
Who was wrong? When you watch there's three parties, who was wrong?
Honestly,
The guy who sent his cousin.
I felt like it was the woman.
I felt like she was wrong too. She
I
knew
mean,
she knew all
they
along.
both was. I mean, at the
Yeah,
end of
to
the
keep it
day,
real, both of them.
at the end of the day, everybody played a part in being wrong. But
Well, yeah.
I feel like the woman, she was the most one that I would say, only because she knew from the very beginning at that date that her and Jamie Foxx had. Gabrielle Union knew that he was looking for a woman with her
With
with her
long hair.
name, and she gave
With
him a
long
whole
hair.
different name to throw him off.
Yep.
So
He
I
was
feel
looking
like
for
from that point, the whole time she knew what the fuck she was doing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she did.
Exactly.
And he knew what he was doing with his cousin too.
And she fell in
I
love
would
with
never send
somebody
my
she shouldn't
cousin
fall in love
to
with.
do that.
Nah. On some real shit, we got Mac Jones that popped up. I don't know who
Yo,
that
what's
is.
up, man? I was like curious. I was like curious about the conversation.
What you curious about?
What are we exactly talking about? Like the dating a single parent is a no-go? Like, what's the conclusion then? Like,
All right, let's take a pause on this movie review real quick.
Okay.
Oh
So,
no,
no,
no.
hold on. Let's see what Mac Jones saying real quick, and then let's get back to it after this. So, would you date a single parent?
fuck no, cause you're gonna like take care of the children and all that, and like you're not prepared and all that. I mean, if you're not prepared, then don't.
You got
If you
children?
don't want to be a father, like, yeah. I mean,
So
I
you
could
got
probably,
children?
huh?
Do you
Sorry,
got
what?
children?
No, I don't have children, bro. I'm 18.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. So you're young in the game.
Yeah,
she's
I'm
a
not.
pussy. Yeah.
I
That's
mean, at
what's up.
18, I wouldn't try to date somebody with children because you're gonna be too much responsibility. You're still trying to have fun and
Exactly,
pick up.
and plus, like, it's gonna like cost a lot of money to like take care of the kids, to take them to school and all that. Like, it's gonna be a lot.
I'm not telling you to, but I know a lot of people that had kids at 18 and younger.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
telling
don't
you
have
to.
kids. Wait till you like
Yeah.
30 or something.
Oh
Seriously.
yeah, obviously,
Have a lot of fun while you're still young.
yeah.
Because it goes so fast. One day you're
I
18,
wouldn't
you
even
look
say
around,
just
you're
wait till
30.
you 30. Just wait till you are stabilized.
Till
You
you
know
ready.
where you want to be.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I'm just checking to see what the StreamYard is all about, but I'm just gonna have to go. I hope you guys have a God blessful day. Just gotta like hit the
Hey,
road.
Hey,
thank you
like
for
and
coming through,
subscribe.
man.
Like and
Like the
subscribe.
video and don't forget to subscribe, man, so you can come on next time we on.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
I'll
Share it.
think about it.
Share
I'll
it.
think
Make
about
sure
it.
you
All right,
tell
cheers,
your
man.
friends about us and everything.
All right,
Right.
man.
We're
Cheers.
open podcast.
You can look at our other videos also.
That was crazy. We got somebody we didn't know. This podcast is really growing. It's crazy.
That was cool. He said he wanted to hop on to see what we was talking about. That's cool.
Right.
Anyway, we have some topics.
Back to the movie. We gotta get back to the movie.
All right, yeah. So I had to back out because my earpod died. But yeah, so I do think that Gabrielle was wrong. For one, she knew that Jamie Foxx was looking for somebody with long hair. So the boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, didn't even know she had cut her hair, right?
Right.
Right.
But she knew that Jamie Foxx was his cousin. She knew that.
Exactly.
So she
Right.
was wrong.
Yeah.
She set him up. So it was all a setup game, both sides.
I don't know if it was a
Until
setup.
she fell in love with him. She fell in love with
I don't
him.
think it was
Matter
a
of
setup.
fact-
She wanted to know and learn as much as she could learn.
Okay, grab that too.
Got you. So you don't think
Yeah.
there was deception though? Maybe not setup, but deception.
I think that she was going in there trying to learn what she could learn. She was deceptive as hell. But I don't
Right.
think she went in there like I'm about to talk to him like this about to be my dude. She wanted to learn what she could learn, and then he was just treating her a certain kind of way.
But then,
Then he found out later that damn this is her. But by that time he had already fell for her though. He didn't even have a choice in that matter. That's how I feel about it. He didn't
I
have a
mean,
choice.
they actually was falling for each other, honestly.
Right.
they did.
But she fell for him knowing that was her ex-boyfriend's
Yeah,
cousin.
she
He
already
So
fell
knew
for
she
who he
knew
her.
was.
better, so she was wrong for that.
And
He
that's
didn't.
what I'm saying. And he fell for her not even knowing who she was. He thought she was just somebody he met.
Did
Somebody named
did
Mary.
know? Did he know that was his cousin's girl though? I think he did know
He
it was his
didn't.
cousin's
No,
girl.
He did
he
not
didn't
know.
know. He didn't know
He
at
did
all.
not know. He after he fell in love, then he had to make a choice. So he was the one who could have been more insane. That's why he was able to bite through his flesh more than she would have, because
Yeah,
he fell for her. He
yeah.
actually fell for her.
He started getting a clue when his cousin told him that she cut her hair.
Oh, okay,
Remember
that
when he
was
went
the
back and
part.
talked to his cousin? He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I went to go see her. I talked to her. He said, yeah, she cut her hair off too. And then he started thinking
Oh,
about it then.
then that's when he realized he was dealing with the same girl. That's what they
Right.
should have played. Same girl, like from R. Kelly and Usher.
That song
But
went
no,
out.
I feel
That
like
song went out when this movie came out.
Jamie was a victim. He was a victim because he did not know. She
Got you.
she's a villain because she knew the whole time.
Right.
And
Do you think
she
that
would
women do this for real? You think they really know about a situation like this and they will play on it? Or do you think that's just entertainment for us?
I think everybody would do it, men and women.
They wouldn't have wrote a
I know
script
I
like
would do
that
it
if
for I would
they
do it for
wouldn't
a
have wrote a
best
script
friend.
like that if it never happened.
And it's crazy
Yeah.
that she was just doing it just to get back at him.
I just think in the beginning she just wanted more information. She wanted
And
to
I
see
think
because he was giving up so much juice at the bar. She was like, what else can I learn from him?
He was
But
talking.
then she fell and then she started falling for him. But Jamie didn't have a choice, man. So she was the bad guy.
Right.
got you.
And then
Makes sense.
I
and
can't
then
believe
with the white dude thinking, Jamie was
This
sleeping with
dude.
his girl.
that remind me of what do you call it? Doug.
Remind you of who?
Doug.
You don't remind me.
Shocking. Why you always doing that, man? Why you always doing that?
Why you think it's fun? We got a little game we
It
play
ain't,
back and
man.
forth.
You always ready to throw people under the bus, and the viewers don't even know what you're talking about.
We're talking about the white guy from the video of what's the movie called?
I'm
I
just
forgot.
saying, like, let's say we got our own inside jokes, and I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about either.
But if you're
Oh,
saying
y'all
that,
don't put me up. I said that man reminds me of Doug.
and what I'm saying is, if we have our own inside jokes, which I don't know what you're talking about,
I
then
don't
you
either.
throwing people under the bus. Like you said something that one of the other lives, and I was like, why he keep on saying stuff like this? We might have to ban this nigga.
Yeah,
Saying like,
I guess so, but they
ain't
gonna miss me
RTR.
though.
This ain't RTR.
ain't nobody gonna miss you, man.
Yes, they are.
You
Andre, you sound
gotta,
like
you
a
gotta,
hater.
you gotta stop trying to throw people shit under the bus, whatever their personal business.
Nobody's trying to throw anybody. It's all in good fun.
Well, let me throw
Right.
some of your shit on there under good fun. Let's see how much fun you have.
What?
Oh.
I'm saying you can't do
I remember that. Remember the instigator of the bunch. Ooh.
Yeah, we can't do stuff like that, man. Whatever you know about somebody, like what you said, we was gonna have a pussy eating contest. Like even though we went, you
Did we
just
say
was
that?
funny.
I think we
You
said that a long
said
time
that.
ago.
You said
Live. You said
you said that on the live.
We did say, man, we was in something. We
No,
were
we
just.
didn't say nothing. You
No,
said
we
that.
didn't say anything about
Oh,
that.
why
You
we
said
gotta bring up stuff in the past? We got to keep pushing forward.
and Doug
Did y'all actually say that?
Wasn't even in the group when that was even said.
Oh, you
That
know
was
why I
Paul.
said that? You know why I said that?
That
Because
that
y'all always be
that
trying to put me as the front man.
nah,
See, it's
that was
funny. It's
Paul.
funny when you guys
That
front me
Doug
out. Yeah,
No.
as a
wasn't even
front
in the
man. But
group.
when I do it, it's all the problem. It's a
Doug
two-way
wasn't even
street.
in the group when it was even said, man.
Yeah,
But you
y'all
talking
don't
about
like it when somebody does it to y'all, but if y'all do it, it's cool. Like I
don't
wasn't even
nobody
on
do
the
you like
live,
that.
and
Look,
y'all were putting my name in a situation.
Don't nobody do you like that though.
I was literally the front man one of the first podcasts I came on. So, man, thanks a lot, Trey. Trey be doing that shit.
Yeah, we got one person watching.
So what you saying?
Okay,
What you saying, Dashe, is I brought something out of your past that you didn't want to be brought out your past. You say I did that to you.
actually, no. You was
Oh,
being a
okay,
little bit entirely too
okay.
nosy, and I
No,
was
no, no,
being
no.
honest about it. It's nothing
Okay,
about the dig.
but
I
there
mean,
is different.
it wasn't no
But you're saying,
biography I was presenting to nobody.
but
But
what
you
you're
was giving
saying,
you was trying to interview
but
me.
no, yes, because you started talking. So the difference is, if I'd have said, "Hey, Dashe, remember what you did in RTR days?" That would be different than me asking after you say,
Well,
"Yeah,
no,
we."
yeah,
Hold
of
on, no,
course, of course.
hold on. Let me finish the thought. It's a difference between me bringing that up. Remember what you used to do
Hmm.
versus you saying, "I done licked some ass and I had my ass ate," and I start asking you questions about that. That is
That was a
not
call. That was a call out. It
that
could have been
that
blase, Skippy, too, whoop de whoop, but that was a call
that
out. But I'm gonna let
that
you have that.
but
I'm gonna let
that
you
is
have that. You
nothing because
trying to
of
put me on blast.
no, because
I'm
if
gonna let
it's
you
you
have
and I
that.
already know what we're
Yeah,
talking about.
that's garlic snitching.
Yeah, it was. It was lightweight. Did anybody
No,
hear that?
no,
Anybody hear that?
no. We
Yeah,
already
but go ahead.
we talked about this for about an hour on the live. It's already there. We didn't delete it.
But
It's
that's
still
nice
there.
and all. But you could have X'd that out too as well.
Okay.
You know what
Exit
I
out.
mean?
Let's
That's
exit out.
You don't
crazy.
single it
Let's
out
exit
like.
out. But let's just say that
And I'm
you brought
like,
it up.
but you was
But you
interviewing
did
me,
I
and I was
bring but
being honest.
I
But
know,
I'm not the
did I
star
bring it
here. We
but
are
did I
all
bring it up?
stars.
We are all stars, but did I bring it up? That's the question I have for you. Did I
Yeah,
bring it up?
you did. Yeah, you did.
I said, remember you told me you was eating ass. I said that
No. I think you asked a question. I think it was just a subject. Didn't matter
there was a
if I'm not
subject, and
mistaken.
It was
then
a subject. You told us your story.
you volunteer information,
You
and
I
told
I
ain't
us.
started asking.
volunteer. You asked and I answered.
Oh
That ain't
no, dude.
volunteer shit.
We can replay it, bro.
Oh, I mean, I'm okay with that too.
You volunteer information, and your issue with me was I kept asking you questions about it.
I
I
mean,
kept
you
going
started.
deeper.
I mean, you was digging. It was like, oh no,
You didn't have
all
to
right,
answer
Wendy.
it.
All right, Mister Wendy Williams.
You didn't
Like
have to
you was
answer it.
digging. I'm like,
You
bro,
didn't have
like.
to answer it. You didn't have to answer it
I
though.
mean, but you show was Charlemagne and the God in me. You know,
Yeah,
it
that's what
wasn't
we all
cool. You
do.
know, I'm
But
like,
that's what
damn.
But that's what we. If y'all ask me questions, right? It's up to me
I'm
to
on.
answer them questions. If I want to go deep down and I bring up something that I regret later, I can't get mad at you for asking me that question if I answer it.
I
You got the
I
right to
don't.
remain silent, bro.
Now I do not regret it, but it was all of us. It's sometimes it's off brand when your people subliminally throwing shots. Seems like
Bro, it
or
wasn't no
throwing a
shots, bro.
blast out. Like okay,
There was no
that was the
shots.
conversation end of discussion. But earlier, like when I just presented out, you singled out. That's not the only
That
thing we
that's what the
about, you
conversation
know.
that you're talking about.
but but
To keep it in context, that's what you talking about. That conversation.
but you kind of singled like bro, don't put your people on blast. These your people. That's what I'm trying
But
to say.
at the end of the day, bro, you put yourself on blast.
No,
All I
no,
did
I just
was,
answered a question that you was
all I did was,
what you was
no,
digging
I
in
don't
my
even,
intestines about.
no,
It was a
no,
little,
I don't
and it
even,
was a
no,
little, it
no,
was a little sussed, and it was a little off brand. I
no,
think
no.
I pretty much
I
say
don't,
will
we
say
can
that,
go back,
sir.
we can go
I
back and watch
will
it.
say that.
We can
I
go
will
back and
say
watch
if,
it. We
if
can
we gonna
go back
go
and
back and
watch it.
watch it, we
I never
gonna
asked
call it like
you,
it is. It was an
I
off
didn't ask
brand.
you, I didn't ask you.
These
I
are,
said, God say, have
but
you
these are
ever got your ass
the
ate? Your issue
yeah.
was, no,
I
you
mean, it was a
volunteered that.
question, and I answered.
You volunteered that. You volunteer everything else. And when you start getting upset about it, I
But
was
you
like, well,
singled my name out, not everybody.
no,
It was
because you was
not
the
that.
one talking about you was the one that had the tea at the moment. If
Bingo.
it was if it
But
was
but but
Carlton,
but but
if it
but
was
but you
Carlton,
yeah,
if it was
but
Carlton, or if it was
once
Andre,
again, you
if
was
I was
Wendy Williams and me. You Wendy
okay.
Williams. You did a
And
Wendy Williams on me. Right, right.
did you have to answer it?
And then finished up with a Charlemagne the God.
Did you have to answer it?
You did a Wendy Williams is finished up with a Charlemagne the God like
Did
I'm a
you have
celebrity.
to
I'm not
answer the
making
question?
I'm not making $1 million a year, man.
We're not yet.
I'm here with
But
you trying to make
the
some of this
question
money.
is, did you have to answer the question?
And the question is, I'm not gonna fabricate anything because anything
But you
that
can
I
say
fabricate, somebody
you
can
can
go be
say,
like, "Hey, I got receipts on
but
it."
if you ask
At
me
the end of the daggone day,
if you ask
we
me a
up here
question though,
trying.
Dasha,
I'm not the celebrity here. We're not.
you
We
are the
not. I'm not.
celebrity,
We're
but
not
you
the
are the
interview.
celebrity. You know who else is a celebrity? Doug is a celebrity.
Bingo,
Carlton is a
bingo.
celebrity.
The
Lady T
interview
is a
them. The
celebrity. I'm a
interview them
celebrity.
all the
And
way. But
if they
you
but
was going a
let me
little off.
finish. But let me finish though, man, because you keep on saying this. I just want to dead this shit. If Lady T say something, I'm going to ask her as many questions as she feel comfortable to answer. If Doug say something, I'm going to ask him as many
No.
questions. Hold on, man. You just earlier you said that's female trait shit, right? Stop cutting me off here. It's just the female shit. All right. So I'm gonna ask as many questions as you're gonna answer. You can be like, I'm not comfortable answering that. Somebody asked me some shit. Hey Dre, how many kids you got? How much child support you pay? I'm gonna be like, I'm not talking to you about that shit. If y'all ask me something, if I don't bring up some shit about a particular lady, let's say we talk about RTR, right? And then if I bring up a particular lady's name that I mess with, I am opening up the door. We already talked about this before. I'm opening up the door for every answer, even not even from me. It's the audience that can ask these questions. I'm
Bingo,
opening
right? Right.
if I open the door, if
Right.
Andre be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, at one time at Leslie House, if Andre open up that goddamn door, and if anybody want to ask questions, and I'm open to answer them, I can't get mad at the motherfuckers asking the questions. All I can say is, hell no, I don't want to talk about that. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Well, no,
So
what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna personally do is make you look off brand because you was looking a little off brand as I responding off brand because it was like, I mean, it was no need to pry into everything that I just. You was digging into me like I was a
yeah,
whole daggone celebrity or
yeah,
somebody. I'm like,
yeah,
bro, man, it's not that deep, man. Come
yeah.
on, man.
Because we are on
Yeah,
a podcast.
I,
We're on a
I get
podcast.
you. I'm
We're
okay
on a
with that.
podcast, but we are on a podcast for entertainment, right? So if you bring up a
Entertainment.
subject, if you bring up a
Bingo.
subject, if you bring up a subject that you brought up, right? And none of us have ever done that before. At least me, I've never done it before.
I ain't never did that shit before.
and you get these questions and shit. You're
I,
entertaining everybody by answering the shit. So until
I'm
you
a
be like,
great.
hell no, I ain't going there, nigga. I'm
I'm
gonna keep
a
on answering.
grateful, but don't make it as a humiliation sequence where you just single out. Hey, Dante ate ass. Like, bro, it ain't that deep.
Hey,
God,
hey,
don't
Dante,
point to
look,
you. I
you are
mean,
not the only
it
person
was
that
kind of
do that.
weird. You you
You're
you
not the
you
only
do this,
person.
and it was like,
You're not the only person that do that, right? It's more
but
people
that's
who
nice
gonna.
and all,
It's more people who
but
agree
but
with
but
you on that
but
than who don't eat ass. You know what I'm saying? But for me,
but
I wanted to know more about it, and so I asked you. You did not have to answer the questions.
no, I did not. But why not?
Don't be humiliated later on. That's what I'm saying. Like if you ask
No,
me questions,
but don't make it a point to try to humiliate me. You seem to
that
be
was
single.
not. That
You
wasn't.
seem to
You
had a
know.
single out, not an
Let me.
intriguing moment. It was just like
Let
I'll
me.
try to
Let me.
humiliate you
Let
while
me inject that. All right. Let
try
me
to
inject this.
while you're
If you
answering these
felt as
questions.
if you felt that I was trying to humiliate
What?
you, I'm telling you that I wasn't, and
Mm.
I apologize if you felt that way. But
You know what? You
you,
know what?
but
I can.
listen, but no, listen. But you was not answering the questions as if you was humiliated about the things that you did because you did them.
No, why would I
Because
be humiliated?
if I was ashamed about the shit, I'm not gonna talk about it.
You said it.
mm-mm. Bingo,
So
because I wasn't
I am not. I'm
humiliated.
not. I don't
But
feel like I
you,
was. I don't feel like
but
you made
you
me feel off
as
brand. You
my
didn't make me feel
boy,
suspect.
don't single
All right.
me out like you.
But it wasn't about singling you out. You was the one who spoke on the subject. And when you spoke on the subject, you got deep down. That's it. If you would have not said shit, like if I ate some ass and I know that we talking about ass
We
eating and I don't want that to be out, I ain't saying shit. I'm not
man,
gonna say nothing.
you go through the last
Somebody
episode. You go through the last episode
somebody
where I was on
somebody can
there.
hop in the chat and be like, that nigga eat ass. They might can say that. They can hop on there and say that. But I'm not gonna say it. Motherfucker, if I don't want that to be out there, I ain't gonna say nothing. But you opened your mouth about it and I was just like, okay, so what did it taste like? Did you like it? She ate your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like there was just questions like what it is. Shit. It's people who gonna side with you like a motherfucker. You got fans probably off of that. You can't get mad. Don't get mad about being Don Shay.
No, I didn't get mad about it, but
You know, if anything,
I was
out of all
upset.
the niggas, out of all the niggas,
I didn't
let me
enjoy
tell you
being
this.
the person who was
I
spoke
understand
about
what
for
you're
the next
saying.
45 minutes. Yeah,
45
boy.
minutes and plus. But let me ask you this: out of all the niggas that you know, and I'm gonna need Doug to be my witness on this shit. Out of all the niggas that you know, when we was hanging and kicking it and all that kind of shit, who the fuck was your real friend? I don't give a fuck who you knew longer.
Your ass. All
All
right.
right,
No,
so at the end of the day, bro, don't
I
do me.
already know. Every time I
Don't
see
do
you,
me
I used
then.
to give you props. I used to
Then don't
dap
do
you
me
up
then.
like that, nigga. Real ass nigga. You already know that. We
Then
already
don't do
know.
me then. Like we was just
No,
having a
nobody
conversation.
ain't no nobody did you.
So I'm just saying we was
I'm
having a
standing by
conversation,
certain
bro.
scenarios that I that didn't sit well
And I,
on.
well, I'm just saying I wasn't intending for. If you felt that way,
But no,
then
I get
that
you.
ain't
I
how it's
get
supposed to be.
no, but I
But
get where you was coming.
if y'all ask me
What
questions,
is it?
bro, I'm gonna keep on answering them motherfuckers until hey. But if there ain't nobody talking, ain't nobody else saying shit, then let's go. Let's dive deeper. Then what's up? What happened here? How did this happen? Now I'm like, oh, Don Shade, this nigga's a freak. You know how many motherfuckers gonna be in your inbox
Uh,
once the motherfucking once the views get up? They
Nah,
gonna be
Shane,
like,
you
you
he
got a
did
lot of
what?
fans, man.
are.
You got some
They gonna be
fans,
like,
bro.
Don Shade.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
hey, come here. You got a lot of fans, bro.
Anyway,
But for me, I'm just saying, like, hey, it wasn't no mean shit. It was just you. You opened up that door, bro, and we went through. I went through it.
that's whatever. See your point. I mean, I can't really decipher. I can't counteract that.
I guess maybe from now on, I'll just be like, Dashe, are you comfortable with going through with the conversation that we're about to have?
Just I mean, that first time, it was kind of.
I thought you was comfortable.
He was
I'm
comfortable as
I'm
hell.
honest. That don't mean I'm comfortable.
You didn't have to tell the story.
No, you're absolutely right. But like
I
it's
wasn't. I
still,
wasn't trying to make
but
you
still, if we're
ask
here
me.
for a job, listen. If we're here for a job, I does my job correctly and very well. Hard worker too,
And
and
then
that
that's
was
then
my
do
job.
that.
Point and blank, it matter if that's going
And you make content.
if that's going to possibly create us a volume of income. Shit, well, hell, let me spit my truth,
Hey,
And you
right?
made your
it was
content.
very interesting story. Some
It is
females
Truth be
called
might like
Truth
told,
Be Told.
it. Some
truth be
females,
told.
like
Come
it.
on now.
Hey, truth be told.
Hey, truth be told. Hey, Dashe, all I can
And,
tell you, man, is you gonna have some fans off of that convo, off of your
man,
story.
yo,
So
that
at
ain't
the end
nothing.
of the day, are we done talking about the movie though? Like, did we all agree about the movie?
I don't know. So I said that Gabrielle Union was wrong. Jamie was a victim. That's how I felt about it.
Because
How
that's
y'all
kind of how
feel?
we got where we're at right now, right? Because of the
Yeah.
movie.
Well, Gabrielle Union, she was the bad guy in the whole situation because she knew pretty
Yeah,
much.
she knew. So yeah, it sounds like we all agreeing on that.
I think she gonna leave Jamie Foxx too.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, he proved that he loved her. Ain't no way that she can love him and she was just with somebody else and she deceived him.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah, and she didn't bite her hand and made it bleed.
Right.
It could be said that the only reason why he was able to bite himself because he ran into that wall and he had to bite down. I think I thought about that a long time ago, but he proved that he loved her. She has
Right.
not proven that she loved him.
Right. And she was about to leave.
Y'all could put
Yeah.
me
Exactly.
in.
With her patient. He thought she was finna leave with a dude, but it was her patient.
Right. But
But
that
she
shows right there, like if you willing to leave. I mean, basically she was confused about what she wanted from the get go.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm there.
kind
I'm
of
with
how
you.
that went. She really didn't know what she wanted.
She did.
Well, to make have my opinion off of that. In the beginning, she really wanted his cousin though. She even cut her hair because she thought she would look good for him. She did it for him.
Right. I agree with that. But
But
I
how
gotta go to
can
bed, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all good night and catch me on my podcast, my other podcast.
you came in here really to say that?
Okay, good night.
Good night.
All right, Quantum.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Any
I'm
other
gonna edit.
time,
I'm gonna
yeah,
edit that part. I'm gonna edit that part out. So,
any other
um,
time he just cut out.
yeah, I'm gonna edit that part out. So it's all right.
So is any of the other ladies coming on? Like Monica, have y'all talked to her?
Monica is out. I don't know if you saw
She
the
probably didn't
message
read
that we
the
put.
messages.
She what?
I
I
don't
don't know
think
if
you
you
read the
saw.
messages.
Yeah,
Oh,
Monica.
so from the group chat, that was her doing all that?
Yeah, saying that she can't be down because she's dating somebody now. And whoever she dating don't want her to be
Oh, I didn't see that part. I didn't see that part.
yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, I was disappointed. I didn't even respond to her. Because I mean back years ago we talked about possibly doing something like this, and now that we're here actually making it a thing, she bows out. So I wish her well.
Well, I do too. I just know we gotta get another lady at least to balance it out. All these
Oh
men
yeah, it's
If you
going down.
look in the chat, Andre got two other females that is willing to go to do it.
I mean I got that, and I got I've been adding a lot of people from Facebook. We got a Facebook channel. I saw that. I think you went over there and liked that. I mean a YouTube Facebook page for the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hey, I got
But then
And
again, we don't want to just know any and everybody. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Nah,
so we're gonna be doing some interviews, and we're gonna be it's people who had already been offered before we even went live. So
Oh, okay.
they get the first what they call it first right of refusal. But then we can open it up to ladies. I just want it to be balanced out where we don't have one side of particular type of women and other. I don't want
Right.
all thug niggas, and I don't want all city girls. But I
Oh
want it to
no.
be balanced out.
that's it.
But you know, I'm cool with being the only lady right
all
now.
me.
That mean I'ma definitely get
That was
noticed. They
all
gonna
me.
know who Lady T
That
is.
now
Period.
you was just
She said they gonna know who Lady T is.
Hmm.
Definitely.
So I think all in all, what I mean, everybody didn't show up, but I think that because it's Wednesday anyway, we set to go on Tuesday.
Right, right,
But
right. Yeah.
all in all, I
So
think it was
since
a
we
pretty
did it
cool show.
today, are we waiting till Friday to do the next one
Nah,
or
we'll be back tomorrow, big
Go
dog.
tomorrow.
oh,
We
okay.
gotta continue on with the regular scheduled programming,
Okay.
and hopefully Candy Girl can get on there. We got Dooner wanna. I don't know if he ever is gonna pull up. We got the two people who said something, but they be having conflicting work schedules. But I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something maybe tonight. And by some, hey, you want to pull up tomorrow? Introduce yourself. We got somebody auto addict visuals. I don't know who that is, but
that's my homeboy. I
go
see.
ahead and like and subscribe, man. But yeah, so we kind of went over tonight. We want to try to keep it within like 2 hours, just so we'll have. I mean, like right now, we'll still be able to have, if we even went over just now, we still have enough time for the end of the month.
Okay.
But just to bounce it out. But like I was telling the fellas before you came on, we actually now have an affiliate link with StreamYard. So when
Okay.
people watch it, if they want to do their own streams and they purchase a StreamYard package, we get $25 on our account, and that goes towards our
Stream time.
stream time. So then we'll be able to stream from not only just YouTube, but depending on what package that we get, we'll be able to stream to Facebook. I don't know, Instagram, different
Okay.
places. So depending on what package that we're able to purchase, so the business gonna pay for itself.
Yep, they give us a bigger audience.
Yeah. So all of my friends, um, I saw one of our panel people try to create a Facebook page, but he did not actually know what he was doing. So when you do on your regular Facebook, you can go on there and inside your Facebook, you can create a Facebook page, and you don't have to create a whole different Facebook account. So when you create the Facebook page, now I'm able to add all the people who follow me or all my friends. So then I can try to convert them into subscribers. So since I have over a couple thousand people, I deleted a lot of people, but I still have a lot of people, and I got Facebook groups that I also own that I can try to convert into subscribers. So if
Hmm.
we can make this thing happen in a particular way, we don't need to pay nobody to help us do anything. So,
Right.
but the big plan is to get these affiliate links coming on here. They paying us $25 every time a person purchases. I don't know if we could ever cash that out. I don't know how that works yet. But if we can get other things, other brands that
Okay.
want to lock into Truth Be Told Indy, or however we gonna do it. But it's money to be made, and I ain't trying to leave none of it on the table.
Yeah.
It might be
Yes,
like, hey,
Lord.
y'all can't cuss. It might be like, y'all can't say certain things. But all about this money, though, I'm locked in.
Hey, you hear that, Dashay?
Don't say muted. I'm going to unmute that brother now.
Nah, I muted myself. I'm good. Yeah. I'm sorry. What was that?
Let me mute you back.
No, nah. I got the mute. I got the mute.
All right.
We're just
Do
making
your
sure you
thing.
heard what was said.
No, but check me out on Facebook at I am the one. DAWUN. That's all I got, man. I don't think I got anything else. I don't know.
All right. When you going to create your YouTube channel?
I okay. I got a YouTube channel as well, and I'll figure that one out the next time tomorrow.
When y'all get that together, then I can start throwing that in the description so people can find you.
Well, I'm on Facebook.
They call us old because of Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, follow my old ass page.
Hey, it is what it is. I'm on Facebook too. A lot of it is.
It's oh.
At least it ain't MySpace.
Hey, follow me on MySpace at
Urban Chat.
Fireborn
Hold on.
Fireborn
He
I don't
said
know
underscore
what happened,
Green.
y'all.
Follow me on Urban Chat.
Urban Chat. Wow.
I
Follow me on Facebook, Doug D Magic, Laura,
Black Planet, Andre.
Black Planet.
I don't know
I
what
don't
I'm
have
doing though.
Urban Chat. I got Snapchat though.
Okay.
Snapchat. What's the other one? Instagram.
I don't like Instagram. They do too much. And underscore dot are you in? Damn.
Not
No, are
underscore
you in?
are you in?
Are.
You silly for that one.
I read best days. Yeah, put the apostrophe on
So
the E.
what's streaming topic for tomorrow, y'all?
Well, I was saying to you, I don't know if you read, and you wasn't here earlier, so I was like, we all take turns coming up with the topic for the day, right?
Right.
But whoever topic of the day it is, they are the ones who gonna do the introduction for the day.
Well, I had one in mind, but I don't know. It wouldn't have probably fit today's, but I just be wanting to know, like, when men get in a relationship, or I think I already said this to y'all about men that get in a relationship with a woman like a stripper or something.
A stripper.
And then after that they act insecure, like they expect the woman to change because they got into a relationship.
Okay, I mean, like, so here's the thing: you think of the idea, and then if you shoot it to me early enough, you got to get it together
Okay.
the way that how you want to think about it. You know what I mean? And then I can create a thumbnail for the live, so
Okay.
that we can sit it there and people like you saw how the young man came in like I don't know, I'm 18, and you know what I'm saying. So I wasn't gonna short him off. I'm like, so what you want to talk about? Because that's a subscriber right there. He might be somebody to come back and bring some people. You
Right.
know, and although we wasn't talking about that anymore, I wasn't about to run him all the way away. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah.
He's a part of the community now, maybe.
Still need to hear his opinion.
My man was young though. Nobody that's 18 that he should be dealing with should be having kids like that, like at 18. Not a
Right.
lot of people, not like us. A lot of people his age group should be single and childless, unless he want to deal with somebody with a child. And sometimes it happens though. I'll never be like I would never, because you never know.
You never
You
know.
never know.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
It
And you
definitely
fuck
does.
around and be there forever, and you be the only dad that child knew.
Mhm.
You know, and sometimes it don't work out like that. Sometimes they want to beat you up. I remember you was arguing with my mama about them fruit snacks. I've heard all kind of conversations. I've known people that wanted to kill people. I was gonna kill them. It just so happened. Now I wasn't gonna kill nobody, but the person said that they was gonna kill the person who was their stepdad. But it just so happened that they ended up getting killed. But he was like, I wanted to kill him. I was going woo woo woo. I was going woo woo woo. But he ended up getting killed in the street. They say by the police. I don't know.
Damn.
I was young at the time. But that's
Yeah.
all I can talk about with that situation. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's a good
getting
one.
out to
And
midnight,
just
man.
just
Well, I don't even know.
think about how it should be worded. Like, should you expect somebody a stripper if you date a stripper? Could you change them? Should they change? If you meet
Right. Right.
somebody,
Right. Yeah. I would definitely have to come up with a way to word it
yeah.
because
If you
I
meet
really do
somebody,
have that
should you
set.
expect them? Can they should they be the same? Is it okay to expect them? There's a way, like if you Google it, somebody already got the question together.
Right.
But I know what you're shooting for.
That's crazy because I had more than one topic because see when I be having conversations with guys stuff be coming up and I be like, oh, I can use that. I can say that in the podcast. It did, but I should have wrote it down.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna have to start keeping my notebook and pen with me. So when I think of a topic, I just write it down and be like, let me shoot this to Andre real quick.
Yeah. So we got our topic of the day, and we got our trending topic.
Right.
So, but whoever comes up with whatever topic it is, and we all be like, yeah, that's cool. Like I said, we
Hmm.
can't be like, we're gonna talk about muscle babies. Like that probably ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if it's good and we all be like, hell yeah, let's get the thumbnail together so that like we can get it even rolling 24 hours, if that, ahead of time. Because you know, like when you put it's coming soon or it's coming tomorrow, it gives people time to like click notify me. Like my man came on here and he was like, "Oh, I saw a single parent." So that's the I had reached somewhere where it's a trending topic right now going on. I wish I would have reached out to more people, but that's still somebody that we didn't have before.
Hmm.
I'm gonna end it so we can go in the background and talk. But truth be told, out.
Truth be told.